hopefully, just give a second here. YouTube link right there. Good job, Zach. Good work.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep. Hi.
Hi, everyone. It's Sunday. Usually I don't stream on Sundays, but I want to just relax right now. This is actually something that me and Zach have been wanting to sort of do for a bit.
I did show this to you before, but that was when you're high as fuck.
yeah, exactly. I was on a different plane of existence when you showed me that, so so this will be a brand new experience for me, for you, for several of us, I suppose. But yeah, how are you doing, Zach?
I'm doing fine. I was just a little bored for the past hour. It's like I got nothing to do.
Are you still happy about the Lions?
Yeah, let's fucking go! They gotta win. They finally got their first win of the season.
At long last, after having so many L's at their back is breaking.
So many L's and a tie.
and a tie. That's the only thing on their record that couldn't be a blemish. But now they finally won something. Good job.
Yeah, we will not go winless this season.
You know what? I'm very happy for you and your sports people, I suppose. Hi there, Silversight. How are you? Good evening to you.
Anything is possible.
Frankly, I only consume the sport of the people, pro wrestling, and sometimes UFC. Like I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants tonight because, for one, last night's stream did not go as I wanted it to, and I would like to make up for that. But also, I would just like to be reminded of all the weird... I would like to, be reminded of all of the weird shit that goes on with Sonic. Because it goes deep. It really does. Like, I remember watching this video with you, a couple months ago. And even though I was high as fuck, I remember just being enamored with quite a few bits of it.
There's an entire section that's just dedicated to Ken Penders.
I know. Because he fucking deserves his own section.
Yeah, there's quite a few Archie stuff on here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because how wild it was.
It's funny how Ken, and by extension just Archie in general, has had more influence on Sonic over the past 10 years than anything that's happened in like the games or like game development or anything like that. It's honestly nuts.
Yo, Logan, I'm so looking forward to a section that's about Charmy B, and you'll understand why.
No, I fuck it. You know what? I remember that there was something there, but I can't wait to relive it. I cannot wait to relive it. Okay. But yeah, hi Silversight, how are you doing? On this nice Sunday evening. I think in Ashley's time it would be about Monday morning.
Let me look up what time it is in Japan right now.
Yeah. New week.
In Japan, it is currently 12:23 p.m.
12:23 p.m. Okay, so yeah, that's the afternoon on Monday?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oof. Sorry to hear that. But hey, it's the second to last week of my semester. Finals are almost here, so the semester is almost done. Which means I'll be able to take a break after that. I'm gonna take a week-long break over Christmas week, so I can restructure things and celebrate Christmas because, you know, that's nice to do.
And we know Sammy has been having finals now, and yeah, it's been rough.
Has it been tough for them?
Oh yeah, for Sammy, yeah.
I haven't really spoken to her for a while, so I'm not much of the wiser. I should probably fix that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's watch this fucking thing.
It's wild.
Sponsored by Skillshare. I've actually tried using Skillshare at one point. Oh, no, get that out. Get that out the way. I don't have a Discord. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. I just saw it on.
I don't have a Discord.
I don't have a Discord. Like racist memory.
Let's watch this.
Yeah, be sure to share with me as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty important, huh?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What's your favorite fact about Sonic?
That he's very fast.
I like the... I just saw it scrolling through. I like the chest penis.
Now, since it's been a while since I've seen this video, I forgot about most of these facts, so I can't wait to read.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, let's go. The ultimate Sonic the Hedgehog Iceberg explained. Exposed. Exposed on YouTube for all to see.
This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Hi, I'm Speed Super Sonic, and you've definitely heard about icebergs. But if you don't know what an iceberg is, let me tell you. An iceberg is a tier list of the most common knowledge when it comes to a certain property, whether that's a franchise. Tier list of the most common knowledge.
What?
I love this alien in particular. Because I don't think it was in the original Return of the Jedi, was it?
Nope, it was for the special edition.
That's and I the Star Wars movies sometimes play on TNT because I have that on sometimes. Just to have noise. And every time I come across this thing and I just start laughing.
It haunts your nightmares.
It does.
When it comes to a certain property, whether that's a franchise or an industry, or even a person. I've seen a couple Kanye West ones out there. But the iceberg I'm here to talk about today is the Sonic the Hedgehog Iceberg. If you know me, I love Sonic the Hedgehog more than anything in the world. I know, it's sad, but with its 30-year history, there's so much information out there, and behind-the-scenes details and facts and theories. The iceberg I'm here to talk about today was created by
go back.
I remember
frequent Sonic facts, and as you can tell from the Twitter user's name, they know a lot about Sonic the Hedgehog facts. There's a
Come on. My keyboard is being weird. What the fuck?
Today was created by Twitter user Semi. Its 30-year history, there's so much info about today was out there, behind-the-scenes details and facts and theories.
What the fuck is it? I remember... Okay, so me and Ashley, we have like a weird like in-joke on my streams here, where we sometimes talk about how a Eggman is like a government funded right winger. And we sometimes get into this territory here.
Oh no, that's something I don't want to touch with a 20-foot pole.
Hi Ryan, how are you?
The iceberg I'm here to talk about today was created by Twitter user Semi-Frequent Sonic Facts, and as you can tell from the Twitter user's name, they know a lot about Sonic the Hedgehog facts. There's a lot of juicy stuff in here, but before we get to that, I'd like to introduce our sponsor, Skillshare. Being part of the Sonic fan base means that they're pointing in on me.
No Skillshare.
I've been well.
The video's already long enough.
Click that link and join Skillshare.
It's almost as long as the movie.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's the pinned comments. Not the pinned, that's the top comments.
I know. The fact that it's almost as long as the Sonic movie. is really funny to me. It is really funny, but it's also really scary. Good, I just got off work. Well, hopefully we can be a good part of your evening after work, Ryan. I feel like there's a few things on here that are gonna send me down bad roads. So bad news avenues. So yeah, let's get into this
today. Now, without any further ado, let's dive in to the ultimate Sonic the Hedgehog Iceberg.
This guy.
Sonic, obvious.
The most popular Sonic the Hedgehog meme. He was created in 2010 by YouTube user Onyx Heart, with a video entitled How to Draw Sonic. Although he deleted the video later on, it's lived on and is re-uploaded on YouTube. Since then, it has exploded in popularity, being used very frequently in the official Sonic the Hedgehog social media accounts. It even had an appearance in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie that came out in 2020. I bet Onyx Heart is out there somewhere very proud, and also wishing that he copyrighted that image.
Fucking seriously.
Yeah.
Because the best part is that Sonic appears in Sonic Forces on a piece of clothing that you can put on the avatar character.
Dude, that person must be feeling pretty salty that he didn't copyright that.
I want to, what the frick is his name? Hold on.
Popular Sonic the Hedgehog meme. He was created in 2010 by YouTube user Onyx Heart.
Onyx Heart.
Where is this man? Onyx Heart. Hold on. Oh.
Videos archived from Onyx Heart.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't like the look of this.
Oh, yeah.
Not like the look of this. There it is.
Yeah.
Onyx Heart.
This is a very okay. This. Oh wow! Has been used since 2015. The Twitter account.
I don't think this is gonna give me anything.
No,
also, hi, Henry.
Hey, Logan, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's just fallen off the face of the earth at this point.
I think he has, yeah. Like, hold on. This will give me, hopefully, the information I need. Whoa, hey bud. He is being weird right now, Henry.
I heard that.
Hey bud, what's up? I don't know. Is he? I don't think he's dead. I think he just fell off the face of the planet, like you said.
There's like the original video right there. I believe that is.
Huh. No, I don't think this is it.
Oh, okay. World famous movie character.
World famous movie character, exactly. World famous movie character. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
The video entitled very proud, and also wishing that he copyrighted that image.
Really? Yeah.
Mr. Needle Mouse was the name used by Naoto Shima during the prototype
Hey,
stages
Mech,
of
how are you doing?
development, specifically when they were designing the character. After almost 30 years of the fanbase believing that, it was later confirmed that the name was actually Mr. Hedgehog all along, as Needle Mouse is a literal direct translation of the word hedgehog. This confused some fans as Sega used the name Mr. Needle Mouse as the prototype name for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I don't know. Rest in peace, Mr. Needle Mouse. We'll never forget you, bro.
You know, apparently hedgehogs aren't even rodents.
Wow! Wow! So, Zuka got quite a few things wrong when creating Sonic.
That would be Yuji Naka.
Oh, Yuji Naka. I'm sorry.
I think it was Yuji Naka.
So,
I don't even think it is. Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm not gonna cut away every single time.
Why does Sonic need a car?
Why does Sonic need a car references what a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog fans and
game driving. How about you guys? Good. We're watching this this monster here.
When Sonic the Hedgehog kart racers started to release. Starting in 2009 with Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, people started to bring up that Sonic doesn't really need a car, he's fast enough and could win the race in an instant. Around the release of Team Sonic Racing, the question was finally brought up to Iizuka and people who worked on it. They said we should stay tuned as there would be an answer in the game's story, and it was revealed that it was just to make the race fair, which was pretty much everybody's theory when the question of him driving a car was brought up.
Pretty much.
Oh yes.
During the time that Melee was in development and releasing, Sega and Nintendo were working together, with Sonic games releasing on Game Boy and the GameCube. Many people were wondering and speculated if Sonic the Hedgehog would be added to the game. Yuji Naka did say that it's possible for him to be added to the game, but due to time constraints it was never able to happen. It was later revealed, though, that Miyamoto and Sakurai said it was possible, and if the opportunity presented itself, they would have added him to the game. So that's where the story of Sonic and Melee ends, right? Well, no. In the magazine Electronic Gaming Monthly, which is still running to this day, they put in an April Fool's joke that had screenshots and said
that's
that
evil.
Sonic and Tails.
Yeah.
This is heartbreak incarnate right here.
Yeah, that's a cruel joke to do.
A dream's been cast. Sonic and Tails join the melee. I'm sure it'll happen still. I mean, 2021, that's a good time to put it in, yeah.
Were unlockable characters in the game. This was the biggest hoax in Smash Bros. Melee history, even getting a response from Nintendo Power Magazine themselves. Even though Sonic never was added to Melee, he did appear in the next Smash entry, Super Smash Bros.
That's so funny to me, though.
Being a returning character
It is
to each
really
entry
funny,
since.
yeah. I love this. It's just so good.
One of the original concepts for Sonic the Hedgehog in its early development was that he'd be a part of a rock band. This was really going to be a thing and featured in the sound test, but was later removed due to time constraints and difficulty programming it into the game. The band members included Sharps the Parakeet, who's the guitarist, Mock the Rabbit, who's the drummer, Max the Monkey, who's the bassist, and Vector the Crocodile, yes him, on keyboard. As I'm sure you all know,
I love
Vector
how
was
he's the only one that we've
survived the
seen.
axing, in terms of being a staple character. The others have appeared, but only in comic/manga form, with all of the members appearing properly in the Sonic the Hedgehog manga released in 1991 to promote the original game's release, and Archie, who loves to do their deep dives, paid homage and included them in a comic.
Do you think that if Vector were to... Do you think that Vector made a mistake by forming a detective agency?
I mean...
Do you think that he should have just been a keyboard player and worked gigs?
Hey, you do raise an interesting point. Also, Logan, I see like the Sonic's band type thing. I'm just like, do you think this was the inspiration for Sonic Underground?
I wouldn't be surprised if it served a bit of inspiration. Yes, hashtag justice for Max the Monkey.
Yes.
There are no monkey characters in Sonic. Like, historically, I don't think there are any. Are there?
Well, there's a monkey, Badnik.
Well, yeah, but that's a robot.
Oh.
That's a Coconuts.
Yeah.
Coconuts is not a true monk.
So have it better than giraffes, which there lack thereof in Sonic.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a giraffe, like, ever in Sonic history. Like, not even, like, in old, like, concept stuff. It has never happened. That's an injustice.
Yes, we need a giraffe in the next Sonic game.
That is the biggest injustice. Yes, Vector chose the wrong career. Maybe in the comics? I don't even know if it was in the comics. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Where are you looking up, Logan?
Sonic Giraffe. Oh no, I wish I didn't look it up. No. Oh, giraffe.
Okay, no images though.
There are no images. Okay, apparently there are like giraffes maybe, but not like the
only one
not like the anthropomorphic kind.
Okay. According to that, only one giraffe has a minor role in the Sonic the Comic, UK one.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that, Fleetway?
Yeah, Fleetway Sonic the Comic.
Man.
Yeah.
Your Name the Hedgehog refers to the idea of fan creations, or original characters, quote-unquote. This was very popular in the Sonic community during the early 2010s, late 2000s, where many fans would basically just take Sonic's character design, recolor it, add some weird things to it, put a random name in front of the Hedgehog, and claim it as their own.
Have you ever done this, Zach?
No, no, never.
No, have you ever typed in your name, the Hedgehog?
No.
And just see what comes up?
No, I actually never done that.
I feel like we should.
Oh God.
Are you fine with that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm scared. What's gonna pop up though?
I am also scared. Oh my God. Ah, there it is.
Oh, I see the one in purple.
This smells of teenage white boy angst. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, he has a little guitar right there.
Amy Rose is his mother?
What? Where do you say? Oh wait, no.
Oh,
This is a Son Amy fan child.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Okay, Logan, do your name next.
Okay. I saw like another one. Oh boy, what's this?
that's the case, though.
I typed in Mech the Hedgehog, and all I'm getting is science research stuff.
Hey, Logan, bio, a prince who can fly or something.
A prince who can fly or something. I think that this was a joke one.
Yeah. Just like anti-Zach bad guys stuff. There's Logan right there.
Oh my God.
Well,
okay.
Better than the Zach one.
And the first result is better than the Zach one.
Yeah. What the?
Oh my God.
Bro.
I did not expect to find.
I feel like we're about to go down a rabbit hole.
Henry wants attention here. But Henry wants attention very much. Hold on. We're doing Mech the Hedgehog. Give me a second.
Trying to type up Penny at the same time.
Yeah. That is what I'm doing right now.
Mech the Hedgehog.
No, I found Mech the Hedgehog right here. But
I see Mech. I actually see Mech.
Hey, there you are, bud. I see you right there. It only is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, what the I'm gonna pretend I don't see that. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 search results down. And look at all this art of Plink. You made this. Some of it. Most 4 of them, I think. You made four whole pieces. This one too, maybe. I'm finding your art here, dude. Sheesh. I wonder what this guy enjoys.
It's a mystery.
Carrying on.
There are a lot of infamous ones out there, like Cold Steel the Hedgehog. And a lot of other
yeah,
out there.
this
Sonic
fucking
Creations
dude
got so big that it was an entire part of Forces. It's not as talked about or common in the fan
Have any of you guys seen the
Cold
Steel the Hedgehog like source video?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Sonic Shorts is an animated series on the YouTube channel.
Also,
Sonic
I remember
Paradox.
this.
New episodes of the series
Dude,
were being
this
produced
is my
from
shit
2009
back
until
in the day.
2013. With HD collections of the volumes being produced later down the line, Sonic Paradox is still producing content, but Sonic Shorts isn't a thing anymore. They were extremely popular and amassed an incredible amount of views. These are definitely Sonic classics on YouTube.
I cannot stress enough how popular Sonic Shorts were.
This is retro content now.
Yeah.
Also, what now?
I can't stress enough how popular Sonic Shorts were.
No, it was.
They were talked about all the time when they were pumping out stuff.
Wasn't Whisper created based off of a Sonic Forces OC? Was she?
Oh.
Whisper, the wolf. Also, I need a Whisper plush. let's look here.
Oh yeah, aren't they making one?
I don't know.
Or
I found one right here. Hold on.
oh look.
Until I get these wires taped down, I need to keep my door shut.
Hey Logan, look. Look, it says Sonic the Hedgehog Whisper Plush right there. GE animation.
The
first one.
Oh, the first one? Here?
Well, not that one, not that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
Like,
That's
is this official?
It's official, I believe.
Not as fluffy.
Yeah, Great Eastern. Yeah, Great Eastern. It's an official plush company.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't as fluffy.
They may well have Mephiles as well.
Now, Mephiles looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wanted it to be more chibi in nature. I enjoy chibi plushes a lot.
The fact that we have like a Sonic plushie of a comic exclusive characters to begin with is like mind blowing to me.
I mean, they still won't appear in any game beyond Sonic Forces Mobile.
But well, Logan, still better than like the Archie exclusive characters that never got plushies or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Now this, I'm not sure how much of this holds up.
The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account has been around since 2009, but it became very notorious in 2016. During Sega's restructuring in 2015, a lot of employees were let go, including the then PR manager. In steps Aaron Weber, who was originally a brand manager for Sonic the Hedgehog. He left the company for a couple years but then returned. He took over the role as PR and social media manager, completely reshaping what the Sonic the Hedgehog social media was. It was very jarring when things started happening. There were memes, self-awareness, jokes. It was actually highly respected and looked after, and many other companies started doing the same thing. Weber no longer works as the social media manager anymore. He's moved up in Sega and is now working at Sega Japan, but to take his place, Katie and Justin now work on the social media, and in my opinion have been doing a really great job. There aren't as many memes anymore, which many people speculate is due to some fan backlash against too many memes happening. It's not confirmed that this is the case, but it is considerably noticeable that there are far less memes on the social media. Anyways, I really enjoy the Sonic social media and support it, and I think you should too, as I think these people really care about the character.
It feels a lot more wholesome now.
Yeah, definitely not what was it? Definitely not meme overload anymore.
Well, also, and this is me probably being a bit pedantic about it too, but I think that when the games themselves are really, there are still sort of subpar, the self-deprecation becomes a bit, not as funny. Because it isn't so much as, oh, look back on how bad things were. It's more
so
like
bad.
well, things are still bad. They haven't stopped being bad.
Now, Logan, have you ever seen this?
I know of it.
Yes,
and it looks dope as hell.
Super Mario Bros. Z was a very popular web series that aired from 2006 until 2012. The show was originally cancelled in 2009, but returned with the final 9th episode in 2012.
God, I remember how all of these, GBA sprite-like animations were all the rage. I love how I paused on this. I love how they were all the rage back in... pretty much up until the early 2010s, I want to say.
Sonic specifically, I remember that was like the popular thing people did, like Sonic Advanced Sprites. Sonic Advanced Sprites.
Oh yeah, exactly. But this looks clean as hell.
Z and does have a very big Mario emphasis. It's just as much a Sonic show as it is a Mario show, with Sonic and Shadow being two of the main 5 protagonists. The show follows them on a hunt to find the 7th Chaos Emeralds before Metallix does, who wants to become the most powerful being in the universe. The show is going to get a reboot that was announced in 2015, with a Patreon being started up, but it later got DMCA'd by Nintendo. Big surprise there. There is a pilot of the reboot that was released in 2016, but last year it was announced that the show will be returning and is back in production, but we'll see what happens there.
I think that one of the new episodes actually got released like a week or so ago. So yeah, good for him. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good for that.
Is I starting a Patreon? For this, I'm just like, I have a feeling this is gonna get that was gonna get shut down real fast.
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't was a marketing term used around the time that the Sega Genesis was being promoted. At the time, Nintendo was the top dog, selling the most units with their mascot Mario. That was an 8-bit
I feel like we're entering the Sega rabbit hole now.
More overpowered.
Yeah, this is more of a
Sega
that use this term, and I'd say it's
yeah,
lived
this
on
is more
as
of
one
a
of the most
Sega
popular
thing.
marketing terms in all of video game history.
Oh, Madonna.
Yeah.
Madonna was originally going to be Sonic the Hedgehog's girlfriend, Sonic's take on a Princess Peach love interest. She was designed to be this quote-unquote conventionally attractive woman, but due to her character design, personality, and the simple idea of Sonic having a love interest, Sega shut it down as they wanted Sonic to be more of a kid's property. Madonna actually has made an appearance in a rebooted form in the Archie comic, which seems to be where every scrapped or obscure Sonic character makes an appearance. She's obviously nothing like her original design or character.
You know what? That's not even inaccurate.
She was an early concept and was fully abandoned. Don't expect to see Madonna ever again.
I'll say this. Probably for the best that they scrapped her.
Chat. On a scale of 1 to 14, how much do you want to see Madonna again? in Sonic T Hedgehog.
But no, look, I'm just like, probably a good thing they scrapped her.
dude, imagine if they went with Madonna now, and she was like in every game, including the recent ones.
God,
that'd be so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It would also kind of undermine a couple of the overarching themes of Sonic in general. One of them kind of being man versus nature. Because a big thing about Sonic is that it is nature taking down human industrialization, which is Eggman.
Logan, it's a good thing. It's a good thing they never made Sonic had a human love interest. Nope, no siree.
Nope, never in a million years would that ever happen.
Nope, ain't in your dreams.
Again. Again. Oh, fuck.
Rough transition into 3D is a term, but also a meme in the Sonic
fanbase. I wanted to make a
Sonic had a rough transition.
I wanted to make a joke video about this at one point.
His transition to 3D was far less graceful than Mario's.
Before talking about the most recent Sonic title, whether this is IGN or GameSpot, it's an overused term and has become a running gag in the Sonic community, mainly for the fact that this is not the case, as the first two 3D Sonic games were Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, which are very highly respected games still to this day and before. Have they aged as well? Not necessarily, but for the time they were incredibly revolutionary and well received. The same people who say this gave the game shining reviews when it first released. It's just a really dumb term that people use. It's just simply not true.
Yeah.
No, it really isn't.
Sonic the Hedgehog recolorings
are no!
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, so this is Rainbow Dash, yes?
Yes.
Right here. Whomst is this? I remember we watched this. I thought to myself, is this Nether? Is this Nether from like Dean's server?
Oh my god.
Rough transition to 3D. Someone should put that on a shirt. You know what? When I do my face and mask reveal, I want someone to say that I had a rough transition into 3D. Because that will be the point where I go 3D.
Man. But no, Logan, back in the day, I used to see these like Sonic X recolor things all the time.
You still see them sometimes too, but not nearly as much as you used to.
And I also see some fake screenshots of like where they insert Blaze the Cat in like the Sonic X style, shit like that.
Or Silver.
Mm-hmm.
Or insert character here.
Yeah.
To their credit, a couple of those were kind of convincing.
Yeah.
But they're still pretty funny to look back on.
Popular
In
thing
fact,
in
there
the
will be a
franchising
Sonic X
community.
topic in
Kind
this.
of tying
What?
Oh god. There will be a Sonic X topic in this on a particular thing.
What is this thing?
Into the original characters, some people will literally take designs of characters and just change them to a different color.
This is
Remember-
NFTs.
I'm outside.
Hey, Logan, just remember, we read a Sonic X comic that was about recolors.
We take designs
No.
of characters.
Literally, there's an issue of the comic where there are Sonic recolors, and they're like taking over the city.
And at the end, a very short fight, Modern Sonic fights a robot classic Sonic.
Yeah, he
And
does.
just change them to a different color.
I want someone to put this on Twitter and just say, this is NFTs.
I'm outside in an AMG.
The Carnival Night Zone barrel is one of the most infamous parts of any Sonic the Hedgehog level. In Sonic the Hedgehog 3, a lot of people had trouble getting past this section. Now, I might be wondering why, it's just a barrel. A lot of people
The
didn't
fun
know
thing
how to
is
get
that it's
past
just
this
so
section
simple
and
as
even
well,
use
but
the
it's
barrel.
too simple.
This took
You
some
wouldn't
people
think to do
forever
it,
to figure
you know?
out, but eventually figuring out that all you had to do was press up and down on the D-pad. It became infamous as one of the most aggravating and confusing parts of any Sonic the Hedgehog level. It's now memed on, there's official merchandise of it because that's just how infamous it is.
I love the mug. The mug is the best thing. And also, I remember that Sonic Shorts did a whole short about this in particular. So
Yeah, just like, that's all I have to do.
I almost want to... Okay. I don't know how much time we'll have after this, but I want to look up a lot of the animators that worked on Sonic Shorts and figure out where they are now.
I gotta bet you, Logan, the people that did Sonic 3, that made Sonic 3, were never expecting people to have this much trouble because how simple it is.
No, but that's what makes it so dumb. It's so simple, but yet you don't think to do it.
Yeah.
Will go down in history and hopefully future generations will know how this one works.
Sonic had a rough transition into Carnival Night Zone.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Dark Sonic, also referred to as Dark
Oh, this.
Super Sonic, was a transformation used in Season 3 of Sonic X during the Meta-X saga. In the episode Teasing Time, Sonic turns into this transformation, quote-unquote, with the use of fake Chaos Emeralds in his insane rage for what's going on with Chris. I know, Chris. It was
I
only
love
on
how
screen for a
Rage
couple
is
seconds, but has
storytelling
gone
device
down
here.
in history
You look at that?
as
It
one
is
of
a
the most
plot device.
popular Sonic transformations, even though it's not really considered a true transformation. Infun stated that, but I guess that's still up for debate. A lot of people like the idea of a fully wide-eyed black form of Super Sonic, which has spun off into many different forms of fan art, fan animations. It's ridiculously popular. Some people love it, but also some people think it's kind of silly. I don't know if we're ever going to
It
see Dark
is.
Sonic again.
It really
but it'd be
is.
really cool to
It's
see
kinda
if
dumb.
they can develop this any further.
Like,
So with that
Sonic
being
is
said,
so
let's move
mad. Like, one of my favorite memes that I see sometimes right now is Benson from fucking Regular Show walking around and steaming off his head, and a Cartoon Network thing saying all new mad at the bottom of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, just that's the thing about Dark Sonic. It's just like, well, it's basically Shadow.
This is all new mad right here.
Yeah, it's basically Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
on to the next layer.
The tip of the iceberg. Here we go.
There's Sega of America, and then there's Sega of Japan. Two wanted very different things for Sonic the Hedgehog. Everywhere from his design to his personality to aspects of him, and just the brand and franchise as a whole. Original concepts from Sega Japan eventually changed so they could fit a Western market. Although Sonic was always meant
It's
to appeal
crazy
to
how
that
the rivalry
demographic, some of
between the
changes were very
Japanese and
different,
American
including
versions of
his
Sega
design,
has
which could be
shaped
seen on
Sonic
box art,
in a lot of
cartoons.
ways.
There were basically like two continuities. The Japanese one, which
That's what it
we're actually
basically
living
kind
in
of was, a
today, and the
rivalry of
American one
sorts.
that included like the Sad AM characters and stuff like that. There was even an American Sonic Bible made, which we'll get to later. American Sonic lived on somewhat through Archie, and of course there's American-made Sonic stuff, but this is mainly the early years of Sonic and the two conflicting versions of him.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about figurative big cameos, I'm talking about literal big cameos. In Sonic Adventure 1, Big was a very playable character. I think that's very notorious. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people love his character, some people hate his character. He's a polarizing figure, but I think that the Sonic fan base loves him now.
I feel like
There's
if
so
you
many
hate
memes about the
Big, you don't actually hate Big,
I
okay? Because
mean,
because how can you hate him? He's a big dumb cat with the most stupid voice of all time. He's good.
that's probably why people don't like him, probably because of the voice.
Oh, lighten up. Lighten up. Please, I beg you.
Little guy.
Remember,
Or
there's a
big guy.
plushie of
Well, in
Big.
Sonic Adventure
Yes, I want a plush of Big. Big would be awesome in plushie form. Yes, Sega, please turn me into a marketable plushie. Dude, I would imagine that like a Big plush would be the same kind of plushness as your Shy Guy doll.
Yeah.
That thing is so soft.
But no, Logan, I like to imagine at first Big was like unironically you're like really hated, but I think a lot of people will soften up on him now.
Well, yeah, because I feel like that we all kind of gotten older and we realized look at him, he's good.
Yeah.
But yes, Big is iconic and he is a guaranteed Hall of Famer. That is correct.
2, he's not playable. In fact, they trimmed back the playable characters a bit, kind of, splitting the stories up into 2 stories, but still having 6 playable characters. And if you've played Sonic Adventure 2, you definitely know that Big would not fit in that story or gameplay.
No, he wouldn't.
They felt bad for the big purple cat, so in levels of Sonic Adventure 2,
There
you
he
can
is.
find
Look at
Big
him.
hidden in the level.
Cam, I
There's
just
little
don't mean the
cameos,
Dreamcast
he's sitting in a
version.
tree, he's getting run
know.
over by a
Yeah.
truck. He's everywhere, and it's always a fun treat being able to see him.
I like to
Very
know
neat
how
touch by
Big
Sonic Team.
it's
Bravo.
getting on those areas.
I know.
Back to the 90s American side of Sonic, they were the founders of Sonic the Hedgehog's love for chili dogs. This concept debuted in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the very first ever Sonic cartoon in 1993. It has been a staple of the brand and character
I can't believe
itself.
it
It's
originated
appeared in
from
plenty of
Adventures.
games, TV shows, comic books.
I'm
It even got a
shocked that
reference in the
this, like,
Sonic
stuck
movie.
around,
I'm sure
but
in the sequel he'll dive
it's like
deep
the
into
Sonic
chili dogs.
version
There's
of,
also a plethora of merchandise
Luigi
that
being a
includes it,
coward,
such as plushies
you know?
and action figures and posters. He's synonymous with it.
Because Luigi wasn't originally a coward. I think that actually came from the Super Show. And then it just kind of transitioned over into the games.
Yeah. I wonder what made him decide to, like, Sonic's love chili dogs. Yeah, let's just keep that.
I
What made
mean,
him decide?
the optics here are pretty grim when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always think about that one Sonic short that they made of the chili dog thing and how stupid it was. But it is kind of worth thinking about, because like you have like this guy that says like woodland creatures, and then when he's done, he celebrates by eating meat. You know?
I remember people made a big deal out of the fact that holy shit, it's we're actually showed up in a Sonic video game like Black Knight in the opening cutscene.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. It's like whoa.
And that showed up in Generations as well. You would think that if they were going for the natural conservation angle, you would think that they would make him like vegetarian or something, you know?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, a hedgehog in real life is a herbivore, I think. So
eating his own kind.
hold on.
Oh
Are
boy.
hedgehogs herbivores? No, they are omnivores. Okay. So like they like eat plants, but I think they also eat like bugs and stuff like that. Yeah. They feed on insects, snails, frogs, and toads, snakes, bird eggs, carrion, mushrooms, grass roots, berries, melons, watermelons. They seem very cute. The best form of pest control. Here we go.
And I'm surprised they haven't done a tie-in with Sonic for chili dogs yet.
They recently
They
did,
jumped on
though.
that.
They did?
Yes. Where is?
Well,
Hey,
hi,
Max.
Max.
Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna go to the Sonic Twitter account. Not that one, but the other one. Sonic.
People.
Where's the
Sorry,
restaurant?
Oh, just Sonic.
Hold on. Sonic restaurant.
Yeah, that's kind of specific.
We used to have a Sonic around here, but that was a long time ago.
Twitter.
Don't
Yeah.
prove me wrong on this, okay? Please.
No, not
What
that.
the fuck is this? No. No, 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 no,
Hey,
no,
look,
no,
it's at the top right there. It's at the top right
Oh!
there.
Yeah, right here. They did. I mean, I guess this isn't like a Chili Dogs tie-in, but it's a nice little nod, you know?
Mm.
Finally, our history has culminated to where it was always meant to go.
But as he says, I'm surprised they haven't done an actual tie-in to the restaurant Sonic.
I'm very surprised too. Like, here, come on by and try the Sonic Chili Dog now with extra jalapenos because apparently Sonic likes. Sorry, because apparently Sonic likes extra jalapenos on his chili dogs. Man of culture, obviously.
In Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released in 1992 for the Sega Genesis, in the final battle, you can see Eggman literally outrunning Sonic. This has always stuck with Sonic fans, as Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive, yet Eggman was able to outrun him to the Death Egg robot. It's not just this has appeared in other versions of the game, and even Sonic 4. And while he's also able to outrun Sonic in the Mario and Sonic Olympic game series, I don't think that necessarily counts, as those games aren't canon. They're party games, so if you choose Eggman and you do good, I think
they're not canon.
The jury's still out.
Eggman breaking ankles. Yeah, exactly. He gave Sonic the slowdown shoes from Labyrinth.
Oh God.
And they kick in at just the right time when Sonic is like 5 feet away from Eggman.
I just love Logan. I love the manual story to that game.
I know, it's the best thing. Like apparently Sonic has a house, and Eggman sneaks into it and replaces his shoes with slowdown shoes.
So wait, if you're able to sneak in, Eggman, why not try to off them up?
Why do you just sneak in to his house and leave shoes? That would be the equivalent of someone, like a catnapper or something, breaking into my house, and they don't steal Henry, they just steal his litter box and replace it like with a smaller box.
Yeah, it's just like, well, that's a mild annoyance.
Yeah, it's a mild annoyance, but it's. I mean, I guess it's enough for Sonic to go and find it and get trapped in the labyrinth.
If he's canonly faster than Sonic, but maybe one day we'll get a definitive answer for this.
Oh yeah.
Yes, a lot of this layer has to do with the disconnect between Sega of America and Japan, because there was conflict here too. Trying to find a name for Eggman or Robotnik, whatever you want to call him.
There was conflict over a lot of things.
In America, they wanted to call him Robotnik.
Not just
and in
Sonic.
Japan, they wanted to call him Eggman, and they did. However, in Sonic Adventure, that's the first time that Sonic calls him Eggman in English. Since then, it's just stuck. Eggman has continued to refer to himself as Eggman, even though his real name technically is Robotnik. And he also rejected the name at first. It's an insult, but I guess he's just embracing the insult. Good for you, Eggman. Don't let him bully you like that.
I was about to say, I'm proud of him. Take back your identity. Or rather, embrace it. Wear it so that they can't hurt you.
Embrace the hate.
Embrace the hate, yeah.
Eggman, the name Robotnik isn't.
Like friends with Zack Ryder. And make out with his love interest in front of him.
What?
No. Remember the Embrace the Hate? Where, Cena makes out with Eve in front of Zack.
Yeah, that was Zack Ryder.
Yeah. Man, you gotta feel for him there.
In fact, in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, he is referred to Robotnik for a majority of the time, until him and Sonic meet, where he calls him Eggman. Whether he'll go by the name Eggman or Robotnik is still up in the air, and we'll have to wait and see. The debate of which name is better is still brought up.
Yeah.
Hypersonic is one of Sonic the Hedgehog's transformations.
I personally enjoy You Big
You can unlock
Loser.
this transformation once when you collect all 7 Super Emeralds. It's a fan favorite transformation, even though it was only used in one game. and it's probably a fan favorite because it was only used in one game. A lot of people want the super form to return, but when asked about it, Iizuka has stated that this form isn't canon and it was only a graphics test. This confused a lot of fans, but I guess we have to take Izuka's word from it. They're very strict about hypersonic for whatever reason, and I think they want to get away from transformations as much as possible. They've even been limiting the use of Super Sonic himself lately, so I guess we'll have to see where this transformation goes in the future.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
IDW is the publisher of the current Sonic the Hedgehog comic book line. Immediately after Archie was cancelled, Sega signed a deal with IDW. They hired the people who made Archie what it was, including Ian Flynn, Evan Stanley, and they've made this book something very special. A lot of people say they prefer it to Archie. It's a fresh start, they're new characters, there are old characters that are gone, which some fans like and don't. It's very critically acclaimed, there's a lot of great fan reception around it, and it's even had some spin-offs. It's running strong,
it's super
sold
good.
well for comic book standards, and it doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon.
Alright, Logan. Yeah, Logan, this is like the only time IDW's brought up, so get all your IDW stuff you want out of the way.
Okay, we stand Tangle here on this page and in this house. So if you don't like that, spit on you.
Both Tangle and Whisper.
Yes, they're both great. If you don't think they are, then I spit in your general direction.
Wow. No. Oh.
It was heavily speculated and then later confirmed by people who worked with Jackson that he did in fact compose Sonic the Hedgehog 3. There was a lot of stuff going on with Jackson that didn't.
Why does every photo with Michael Jackson here look like he's like photoshopped in?
Oh my god.
Like this face, it doesn't look real.
He doesn't look real.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3. There was a lot of stuff going on with Jackson that still exists to this day that made Sega want to distance themselves from the King of Pop. But it has also been stated that Jackson didn't like how the soundtrack sounded on the Sega Genesis. Neither theory has been confirmed, but one is far more believable than the other. A lot of complications sprung from this, specifically when Jackson passed away in 2009. There's so many legalities that go into Sonic the Hedgehog 3 now that it's prevented the game from being re-released. Jackson died and basically took Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with him.
Yeah, look, is not wrong. That's pretty much the reason why Sonic 3 has never been re-released that often.
I don't know why you wouldn't just make a new soundtrack.
You know.
I mean, they're 16-bit tunes that last like 30 seconds.
What, do you want to have Sonic fans bitch again?
Just give us the game again, okay? Like, fuck. I'll come in. I'll make the new music. And you don't even have to pay me that much. I will make the new music.
You know Sonic Twitter is gonna be like, not my Sonic 3.
Hashtag not my Sonic 3, yes.
A very popular conspiracy theory in general is that the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie design was a hoax and the intention was to always have the Sonic movie design we have today. You know what they say, all publicity is good publicity, but what they were able to do was turn the bad publicity into good publicity by redesigning it, and not just that, having a really good redesign. It brought more attention to the movie, expanded its marketing rollout, which in turn made the movie more money, now getting a sequel which probably would have never happened if that redesign didn't happen. The movie would have gotten buried in November. It's been confirmed by multiple high-level people who've worked on this movie that this is just not the case, and it is very far-fetched, but
people, very out-of-touch people will look at that design and say, yes, that's good. Put that out.
Just like the whole hoax thing is just like, guys, I'm sure they were just that idiotic when they thought this was okay.
Yeah, like you greatly overestimate how smart business executives are. So yeah, they know finance, they know how to make money. They don't always know what's actually good.
You
Yeah.
never know. Maybe they're lying.
Well,
and they're
usually
just
they know how to make
geniuses.
money. Oh my gosh, that's...
Guys,
I love this.
I'm really sorry about this one. One of the most popular Sonic memes on Twitter is an inappropriate one, if you will. It's a photo of Shadow from the game Shadow the Hedgehog with the caption in impact text saying, "Nice c-." I don't really know how this became such a huge meme, but it is. I
Guys, hold on.
Oh no.
Nice cock documentary. There it is.
Oh,
We're leaving this up for later.
guess people just really like it.
yeah.
Nice.
Nights is a game also made by Sonic Team, who make the Sonic the Hedgehog series. It was a passion project of Yuji Naka.
Nice.
The franchise has had its ups and downs and is very, very dormant right now. It's not that
The
Sonic
still image
related,
of
but
Shadow
there's some Sonic
walking will
elements
be
in it, like
forever
cameos and stuff
iconic.
like that.
Yeah,
The
for that
game
reason
appeared in Sonic and
specifically.
All-Stars Racing Transformed, and also there was Nights DLC for Sonic Lost World. The two franchises have some crossover, but
When I have
not a lot.
Well, actually, no.
Logan.
Son Amy is a fan shipping between Sonic the Hedgehog and Amy Rose. It's very
No,
notorious
you
in the
want
Sonic the
to.
If I ever like adopt a kid, I'm going to show them that image and see if they know what it's from.
Yeah.
And if they say, "Oh, I know that. That's the nice cock meme," I will bust about 3 ribs laughing.
Hey, look, it's your ship.
Yeah, it is. This is the vanilla ship. That's a good one.
Hedgehog community. There's a very large fan base around it. There's some really great artwork and fan projects out there. There's a very supportive fan base around it, even though there are rules in place to where this cannot happen. Sonic's not allowed to have a girlfriend, and the mandates that Sega put in place after the whole Archie Contenders situation. The Sonic franchise got a lot more strict
Yep.
after that. While the two do care for each other, it's all platonic. Sega actually references and makes fun of this a lot. I actually made a recent video about this topic, so if you want to check that out, go ahead.
Shameless plug.
Sonic Boom was
I mean, it's his video, okay?
I know.
He's allowed to talk. Amy is so good in the IDW comics. Yes, she really is. I feel that the stuff that she has done in that comic has really helped people to see her character in a better light.
But no,
It's really
he
done a
isn't
lot
wrong.
for her, like
But,
as a
but-
character.
But no, he isn't wrong. After the whole Ken Pender's Archie stuff, Sega went really strict on Sonic with mandates and such.
It's
I
really
hope it
limited
falls
the
off.
franchise's story potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a whole lot of ways. Like, what were some of the mandates? Like, Sonic and the other characters aren't allowed to have romantic relationships. Sonic isn't allowed to lose.
He is to show emotion as well, or something
He's
like
not
that.
allowed to show excessive emotion.
Mm-hmm. I actually need to look up the Sonic mandate thing.
Knuckles and Tikal are the only echidnas, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Because fucking any other echidnas are just gonna have Ken Penders having a fucking aneurysm.
Oh, I'm trying to look this up. Sonic there you go, Sonic mandates. Mm,
Yeah. Should I carry on?
if you want to, we can get back to the
The
main dates
2014
later.
spin-off
Yeah.
franchise from the main Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. It was aimed to captivate a more Western audience, even though Sonic is the most popular in Western audiences. Intending to take
I was
Sonic
about to
down
say,
a more multimedia route, which he is taking
Sonic Boom
currently. This
conceptually
spawned
is
many
pretty
games,
pointless.
A TV show, merchandise, comic books. While a majority of this was actually really good, the games were horribly received, considered to be some of the worst Sonic games in history. It tanked almost everything Sonic Boom was trying to do.
Well,
Not to
really,
Yeah,
mention-
like,
the first
frankly,
Really only the first one.
chips on the table, altogether, point blank. If you were going to get anything about this right, it had to be the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what Sonic is, first and foremost. That's at least what people know him as. So when the games tanked, it was all over. Just right from the get-go. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was all over. No one didn't really give it like a real chance until later on. So yeah.
while the show was great, it was given a horrible time slot and was left to die by Cartoon Network. Mainly because
Yeah,
it was
it was.
acquired programming by
They got put,
from the beginning.
yeah, put on a really early time slots, and then for a second season they put on Boomerang to die.
There were people who said this is like Saturday morning cartoons, and here's the thing: I was not alive in the 90s or the 80s, but I'm pretty sure that no cartoon worth its salt premiered at 7 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, so like it didn't have a chance from the start.
Yeah, I kind of wish they kept Styx too. She was pretty fun.
Yeah, I still remember the slogan. When I first saw Styx, and she didn't have a name yet, I was just like, Marie? Is
Yeah, I
that
know.
you?
It's funny. But the fun thing, the person that voices Styx in this, same VA.
Oh my god.
Same VA, and I am not kidding.
Wow. I'm dead fucking serious.
What Chum Chum Recipe? What is this?
Logan, let's not go on this path.
What is a Chum Chum Recipe? Also,
Logan, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
the same voice actress is also the main is also the antagonist of fucking Doom Eternal as well. Range.
Cartoon Network and wasn't made by the studio themselves. Boom Rise of Lyric,
I am not
which was
joking,
the big
Mac.
thing that ruined all of this, was originally just going to be its own thing, not related to Sonic Boom at all, but they wanted it to tie into their brand new TV show that they were working on, attaching it to be a part of this new multimedia franchise. Obviously, that didn't work out too well for them. This did so bad it caused Sega to restructure their entire company,
I remember
lay off
this.
hundreds of employees
that was
across
really
the world,
shitty.
relocate from San Francisco to Los Angeles. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric became the worst-selling Sonic game ever made. Sonic Boom the TV show was kicked off of Cartoon Network and given to Boomerang, and put Sonic into some of the worst times the franchise has ever seen. In 2020, Sonic Boom was officially proclaimed dead by Sonic brand manager Ibo Gursevich, and I don't think we'll be seeing it ever again, even if there was some quality stuff that did come out of it. However, Sega has learned
What a
from this and is applying the
waste.
same method to current main series Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let's be real, Logan. That pretty much was one of the darkest times for Sonic.
It's just so poorly conceived, you know? Like taking the quality of the cartoon, the comic, and whatever else, and taking that to one side. It's pointless. It really fucking is. I get it. Sonic as a brand has kind of just like a general stink attached to it, which is probably one of the driving forces for Boom's initial creation. But you know, just do better with Sonic and then the stink will go away.
I didn't get the idea conceptually, or just like appeal to Westerners, even though the song is already popular over here.
Sonic was already popular in the West. It already appealed to Westerners. It appeals to me. I'm a Westerner.
If anything,
I'm the most
Logan,
Westernest Westerner you'll meet.
If anything, Logan, granted they might have probably failed it as well. They probably should have tried to appeal to where actually Sonic was being made.
Yeah, you would think that they would try to appeal more to a Japanese audience. You know?
Yeah.
You think that would be the market they would want to penetrate?
Because Sonic has never done that well in Japan.
I love how this part of the video is the most viewed part, but we'll get to it.
With new video games being produced, a new TV show, movies, comic books, and merchandise, there was never really a need for Sonic Boom, and I think Sega has seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is old.
Sonic Retro was one of the first ever Sonic the Hedgehog fan sites. They provided a lot of information about new Sonic the Hedgehog information, whether that's news or fan projects or anything going on with the community, interviews, stuff like that. It's still active, but is not super active. They don't really break news or anything like. Still active, but is not
Fun thing.
act.
Tom Campbell here, right here, is also one of the main guys at Cultaholic.
Oh, nice.
My two biggest interests are never too far from each other.
Sonic and wrestling.
Sonic and wrestling. Well, actually, no, just games and wrestling in general.
Well, just remember, Logan, it was Sonic. There was a two-part Sonic X issue that was about wrestling with Eggman.
Yeah, I know. Why does every single piece of media that uses wrestling, like just as a one-off thing, why do they always view wrestling as like it was back in the rock and wrestling era?
Well, where everything is like totally legit and not
No,
kayfabe.
when everyone thought that like it was real, it was a lot more colorful. Like in those days, there were more extravagant characters. But like on a different level of extravagant than what we would see in the like Attitude Era. Because those were also pretty extravagant, but for different reasons.
Well, when it comes to something like Sonic, I'm just like, well, it makes sense for something like Sonic.
Except RPGs, except Persona 5 Royal. Well, you see Persona 5 signs at like AEW shows sometimes. There's like a mini war going on between wrestling fans over the best JRPG or just RPG in general.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There was one guy that brought in a play Disco Elysium sign, and that guy won the entire war for me.
Yeah, like my dude.
Yes, play that game. It is so unique. It is so cool, and it uses a lot of really cool down to earth themes in a way that's very fun and very and ties in very well to sort of the gameplay mechanics.
They don't really break news or anything like that or have that much stuff going on with their website. However, it should be respected as one of the pioneers behind Sonic the Hedgehog fan creations. Always show love to the OGs.
Where did these niggas be at when they said
Around the time that Project Sonic 2017 and Sonic Mania were announced, IGN did a roundtable talking about it. Instead
also,
of just
former
talking
greeting.
about the
Hi,
game,
Ashley.
they just ragged on the
And
entire Sonic fan base and franchise. Where in there they claim that Sonic the Hedgehog was never good, even though this is very contradictory to what the company itself has stated regarding the franchise. They were and probably still are hated by a lot of the Sonic fan base, but it's become a meme now. IGN has always been
I think hating them's pointless,
anti-Sonic and still kind of are, even though that their perception on Sonic has changed drastically since this was said. Giving Force is actually a pretty positive review.
Nice. A nice rating.
Nice. This is the nicest possible rating. If IGN just gave this to every single game, I'd be fine with that.
Yes.
But really, this is kind of the innate problem of like these big gaming websites, because obviously it isn't the same person typing out every single review of every single game.
No.
You get like different viewpoints from different people in the same series. So differing opinions on Sonic coming from one mouth and another should not be too surprising, I feel like. But yeah. Hating them's kind of pointless, I feel like. It's been so long. Stranger Danger PSA. Oh,
At the end of every Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog episode, they played a little segment called Sonic Says, where Sonic teaches you about life lessons. In this one, Sonic teaches Tails about not getting in a car with complete strangers. Scratch and Grounder pull up in a convertible, where Grounder's wearing fake mustache.
What? The baby?
Yeah, the baby.
Strangers. Scratch and Grounder pull up in a convertible, where Grounder's wearing fake mustache.
Hold on. We'll be up another tab.
The baby.
Why is the baby up there? They even upload it to their own thing.
Yep, all of them.
They even upload it to the official. Wait, is this?
Yeah.
Is this real? Sonic defends Planet Mobius from the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
Wait.
This looks official, kind
Just
of.
as the Adventures.
This looks official, kind of.
It looks official.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in this. Right here. I mean, the about section is just one sentence with no links. So.
Hey, Logan, ranking every episode of Sonic Set.
I'm kind of curious about this. No, I'm putting this in the background for later. All right.
Okay.
Mustache and glasses.
If we're still around
the back of the
at
car
that
before
point.
Sonic stops him and tells him not to get in a car with complete strangers. There are a lot of iconic Sonic says out there, including this one. But with that fact, let's move on to the next layer of the iceberg.
I'm surprised that he didn't bring up the bad touch one because
Yeah, I know, right?
because I always thought that was the most famous one.
Same. I always thought that was the most famous.
That one was like YouTube pooped on so much back then. So the fact that it's not mentioned, it is the fact that it isn't mentioned in the sky or the tip of the iceberg is really wild to me when this is. Because this isn't what you would first think of, I feel like. And yeah, Tails being drawn as like brown is really strange.
See, was a creepypasta created in 2012 that eventually spawned
Also, this
an
was
entire
lame.
video game based on it, and has
Yeah,
since
this
gone
is
down in
stupid.
history as one of the most iconic and stupid creepypastas in history. Largely because of its comical nature, the premise is quite ridiculous, honestly.
It is.
And also the excessive amount of videos that take place at 3 a.m.
Oh my god. Fucking J Station. No. No.
surrounding the titular EXE character. Heck, I even took a crack at this.
What does that say?
Hey, Stinky.
Stinky? Oh no!
Hey, Stinky. Uh-oh.
Sonic Extreme is one of, if not the most popular.
So from what I've gathered, Logan has an A&D. He's on Ethernet. He actually uses Paint on Edit and also plays Dolphin. I have doxed you by your taskbar. Yeah. Well, actually, no. I don't have an AMD. Every single time every single time that I boot up my PC here, it tries to find it, but it can't find it because I use NVIDIA now.
Canceled video game of all time. What
They've
was
used
supposed to be
NVIDIA for
Sonic's
quite a
transition
while
into
now.
3D for what I like to call the Sega Killer was pretty far in development, but was quickly scrapped after.
He's smart enough to use
excruciating work
Firefox. I do
conditions,
have
and the game
big
just
brain,
not
yes.
coming out as Sega wanted. People almost died because of this game's development. It wasn't a good look, and the game itself wasn't a good look either.
I recommend for people in chat. I recommend looking at the Matt McMuscle's What Happened on Sonic Extreme. It is wild.
Yeah, it goes into a lot of detail. It does not talk about the live action movie enough that was supposed to come out alongside it. But I remember watching a video that basically talked about the transcript of this movie. And we need to watch that video as well. But there's dude, it's wild. It is wild, the kind of shit that goes on in that movie.
anyway, Logan, a big one right here.
Why is this below the water?
Because it's wild.
I would figure that this would be like, I figured that this would be at the tip of the iceberg as well.
Logan, Archie Sonic got really weird.
It did get weird, but the existence of Archie in general?
No, not just Archie in general. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean that, yeah.
Before IDW, Archie was the original Sonic the Hedgehog comic publisher. It ran for 20 years, going on a legendary run, being the longest running comic based off of a video game character.
Really did.
It had many ups and downs. It started off pretty decent, got a little weird towards the middle, and then picked up around the time that Ian Flynn took it over. There were a lot of legal issues with it. It had a connection to the Sonic 90s cartoons, which made things really complicated for Sega of America. I'm surprised it ran for as long as it did, but I'm glad it ran for as long as it did. The comic ended in 2017 after
the existence
Sega
of Archie
and Archie
comics
came
in
to a
general
mutual agreement
baffles me.
to end
What,
the
you mean
partnership.
just
This is most likely
the existence of the company? or the existence of the Sonic comic from Archie.
Hey, look, there's Chip.
Hey, yeah, I see him.
Due to
Also,
Sega not
also I saw
really
Mina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mina Mongoose.
Man, look at all these characters they don't use anymore.
Mm.
Sorry, that anyone would read Archie. Frankly, I have yet to meet a single reader of what is it called, Riverdale?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, okay, Logan. The main comic is literally just called Archie.
Is it?
Yeah,
What?
the TV show is called Riverdale.
What the what the? Does Archie Comics just do Archie? Is that all they do?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them in a while.
That doesn't that can't be the case, because every single time I see Archie, I just see the redheaded guy with freckles, and I'm just like, this dude seems to be in everything that they do. Is he like the protagonist of Archie?
That's Archie. That's Archie.
Is that Archie?
Yes.
Did he name a comic book after himself? What a fucking narcissist. And same with Sonic, he's also a narcissist. Name his comic book after himself. They do Archie and a few other properties. What else do they do?
liking the direction that Archie was taking. It went against a lot of their mandates.
Oh,
they just
God,
wanted to take
that.
Sonic in a very different direction. Archie was crazy and featured characters that haven't been used in 20 years. And I'm sure Archie
Seriously.
wanted to go deeper down the Riverdale route, as that's what they're mainly focused on right now. No matter what you think about Archie, it was a legendary run. It will never be forgotten. Baldy McNose hair was a joke in Sonic Colors. In the game, Sonic and Tails need to translate
Even
the
this
lists
guy
in order
doesn't
to
like
understand
it.
what they're saying. And there are a lot of wacky shenanigans that come from this, including mispronunciation of words. One of them being Baldy McNosehair instead of Eggman. The writers thought this was so funny that Sonic audibly laughs.
Baldy nose hair! That's the best thing I've heard all day. I gotta remember that one.
The fan base found this very unfunny and some of the worst dialogue in recent Sonic the Hedgehog history. But it's not just that. The writers found this so funny, they brought it back multiple times in future Sonic games.
Hey! I've been looking for you, Baldy McNosehair!
Now that they're out the door,
That's the Sonic. That is the Sonic version of WWE getting Roman Reigns as a babyface over.
Oof.
Just continuously doing it, hoping it sticks at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I
Damn.
don't think we'll have to be hearing Baldy McNosehair ever again.
Can't stop this.
Trailer for Super
Who wrote that line? Vince McMahon? I feel it. You know what? That sounds like something he would come up with.
Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's a shot where Sonic and Pikachu are running together away from this thing. I don't really know the name of it. Sonic notices that Pikachu is falling far behind, but unfortunately he can't save him as he is murdered. And then Sonic is murdered too.
Man.
If any of you guys have read Sonic the comic, you know there's some weird stuff in there, man. Including the depiction of Super Sonic, which isn't used through Chaos Emeralds or just being more powerful. Whenever Sonic is exposed to Chaos Energy or is just under extreme stress, a literal psychotic demon-like entity manifests himself into Sonic's
nuts
body.
as
He is
fuck.
literally psychotic. That is what Super Sonic is. It's an alter ego that makes him go crazy. I think you guys could have guessed that this wasn't used that often in other Sonic media.
I want psychotic Super Sonic to come back into fashion.
Hey, look! It is actually Dark Sonic.
It is Dark Sonic. I wouldn't be surprised. Who is he? The Batman who laughs?
Yo, Logan, seeing like Super Sonic and Fleetway Sonic, it's so wild to me, the concept.
It really, really is. It is crazy.
Like, oh.
actually.
Genocide City Zone was a scrapped level from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I know, the name is pretty crazy. There are actually images such as concept art and even a screenshot of what the zone would have looked like. Well, not the screenshot. This is it right here.
Green eyes.
Oh, that.
When Sonic's design changed from classic to the current Sonic we have today, when Sonic Adventure released,
I
it
remember
gave Sonic a
people bitched
complete
about this.
makeover, giving him
Yeah, but that's been
green
replaced
eyes.
by
It was very controversial at the
blue
time,
arms
and
in
is
recent
kind
times.
of controversial today. Not really that much.
Yes,
I'd say blue arms
Genocide
has taken
City
the cake as
Zone.
some Sonic media in recent years has started using blue arms. But for
Imagine
the time,
if they went
people
with
really
it.
did not like the green eyes. I don't think people care that much. I think we've gotten very comfortable with it. It's very popularized by this point. It's just the Sonic we've had, and I think a lot of people have accepted it.
Honey the Cat.
Honey the Cat was a playable character from Sonic the Fighters, but the 2012 re-release. While she wasn't in the original arcade version of the game,
I
she
like
was
Honey's
visible
design.
in the game's files. They decided to bring
It's
the
very
character
unique,
into the
I'll
re-release,
say
and
that at
she's
least.
a very beloved character by a lot of
Hey,
Sonic
look,
fans, even
another
though
cat character.
Zach, can you explain what these things are on her ears?
I don't know what they're called.
Because I've seen them so often, and I don't know what they are.
Hey, Logan. Hey, Logan's like, hey, another cat Sonic character.
Yeah, I know. This is the original Blaze right here.
Before Big the Cat, even.
What are they like? What are they like?
Chat, help us out.
Doilies?
Chat, help us out.
Are they like doilies on her ears? So
No.
man doesn't just dislike them; he wants full out genocide.
We haven't seen much of her.
That's
Her
pretty,
only other
that's
appearance is in
pretty,
the Archie comic
hardcore
books
of him.
because
Of
of course it is. And while I doubt we'll see a lot of Honey in the future, if any of Honey, it was very nice of Sega to include her in the game.
Fifth string, young Peggy Ringo. Slick
Just
with
Sally.
Sally Acorn is a very notorious Sonic the Hedgehog character, even if she's not a part of the main series canon. Created by the American side of Sonic in the early 1990s.
Official name,
she was made
fluffy
for the
ear
TV show Sonic
thingies.
Sat AM, appearing alongside other freedom fighters.
You know
She
what,
played
I'll
the role
accept
of
that.
Sonic's love interest, but was still very strong and had a lot of great
Oh,
character
yeah,
traits about her
Sonic
that a lot of
love
fans
interest.
attached to. She later
Yeah.
then translated over into the comics, as the Archie comics really were just a spin-off of the Sat AM TV show. As you guys know, those comics ran for 20 years. Her, like the comic book, had a lot of ups and downs, being over-sexualized at one point, and then getting that stripped away from her, getting a jacket, and even hints of her being possibly lesbian. A lot of people were upset by both of these moves, and to be honest, I just really don't care. So Sally did stick around for a very long time, even if it wasn't in any other media. While she's been gone for a while, and I don't see her being used anytime soon, there's a very passionate fan base with a very popular hashtag being called Rally for Sally. A lot of people really love Sally's character and want to see her and the other freedom fighters back. Whether that will come, we don't know, and it does seem unlikely, but she's left a very big impact on this franchise and has been Sonic's one true only love interest.
It's a big fat no for me.
Soap is a shoe brand that
Yeah,
was
I could-
around back.
I wouldn't mind seeing Sally again, but
Well, I'll just say the likelihood of them being brought back ever again is like no, a big fat no. I want to say.
no, probably not. Especially
Yeah.
with IDW introducing new characters. There's not really much of I don't know how much room there is for them anymore. You know?
Yeah, but he's correct. She is like the only true love interest Sonic has ever had.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah. So hey, at least she holds that distinction.
she does hold that distinction. Yes, these characters make me wish for death. What, the freedom fighters? Come on now.
Come on, goodbye.
But they keep Rouge. Yeah, but I like Rouge. I think that she's cool.
Yeah.
I think that she is okay.
Soap. You like soap?
Soap is a shoe brand that was around
You like-
back in the early
like soap?
2000s. They signed a deal with Sega to promote their shoe in the game Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic literally wears
Yes, I
soap
take
shoes,
showers.
and those shoes that he wears in that game are some of the most beloved Sonic shoes of
The
all
boob
time.
bat. No,
He
I know.
introduced the concept of grinding on rails, which has been a staple in the Sonic franchise since.
So Logan, is soup? Not soup. Is soap even around anymore?
Soap shoes. Let's see.
Yeah. Are they even a thing anymore?
Soap shoes. Yeah, they seem to be around still.
Okay. Huh.
Soap is the brand name of shoes made for grinding, similar to aggressive inline skating. Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Hold on. Is there like a distinction for like Sonic in here? Hold on. Let's see. Sonic. Oh, right here. Soap shoes in Sonic the Hedgehog. Soap shoes are featured in Sonic Adventure 2. Wow. Wow,
Oh,
they
custom
even
version.
had like product placement in the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. That's crazy.
Custom version of it. Okay.
Custom version, yeah.
This one isn't too crazy, but the original name for Sonic Mania was Sonic Discovery. That's what it was pitched as by Christian Whitehead to Sega.
See, that's
but it was
one I did
eventually
not
obviously
know.
changed to Sonic Mania. I don't know, I like the name Sonic Discovery, but I do think Mania makes a bit more sense with the type of game that it is.
Sonic Discovery sounds like something I would find on like National Geographic.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or
Discovery Channel.
A Discovery Channel, yeah.
Yeah.
And now we go into the hedgehog's natural habitat, South Island. It's useful outside of a big city of Spider-Man.
Yeah, all this.
Dr. Eggman's design was based around Theodore Roosevelt. Here is a photo of Theodore Roosevelt. As you can see, the two
the
resemble
soap
each
shoes are
other
about as useful
very,
as that.
very much. Sporting very famous mustaches, glasses, and even in Sonic Boom, when they redesigned the character, they took his jacket into account. Thank you, Theodore Roosevelt. We wouldn't have Eggman without you.
That's odd to think about, frankly.
That is inspired by Theodore Roosevelt, his design.
By a U.S. president. That's weird.
Yeah.
Metallics is a character from the Sonic the Comics series. Each Metallics Bagnik is a part of the
This is another one I
the
did not know about.
Brotherhood of Metallics. Most of the models being based around Sonic,
because I did
with
not
some being based
read
around
the
Knuckles
comics
and
until
Porker
IDW,
Lewis,
really.
who is another character from Sonic the Comic.
Yeah.
Fucking Nazo.
Does this look familiar to you? Well, let me explain. This is a shot from the Sonic X pilot. This is an alternate style of Supersonic that was used in like the early form for only a couple seconds. This obviously looks very different from the Supersonic we ended up getting, which is the traditional Supersonic, with this one having white fur and just having different kind of spikes. This version of Supersonic never appeared in the anime ever. This image appeared on the Sega's official
God,
Japanese
imagine they
website
wanted that for
entitled
Sonic in the anime.
nazo.jpg.
That would...
That'd be very weird.
It would be weird, yes. I don't enjoy... I mean, I'm a simple man. I don't like change. Alright?
Which made a lot of people think that the name of the character was Nazo, but the word Nazo translates to mystery, enigma, puzzle, or riddle. A lot of debate
Ultra
and questioning
Instinct
started popping up in the
Sonic.
fan base about this because we had no idea what the heck this was. A lot of people thought that this was a separate character because we have seen different characters in Hedgehog form before, like Shadow. Maybe it was Hypersonic because Hypersonic is white-ish. Well over a decade later, Iizuka finally stated that Nazo's true identity was simply just an early version of Supersonic. But the story doesn't end there. The character was eventually used in a fan project titled Sonic Nazo Unleashed, which is one of the most popular Sonic fan projects ever produced. It's very loved in the community.
Why is this below the water?
Other than
Why
Sonic
not?
X, I'd say Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic TV show.
This car here. Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog from 1992 or something.
One. No, yeah,
1991, whatever. Fix your shit.
Simply because it's so goofy and fun and it's just comfort food. There's so much silly stuff in there and unintentionally silly stuff too. One of the most famous memes from Adventures
Not
of
close
Sonic
to
the
an
Hedgehog is
unpopular
this clip right here.
party at all.
Snooping as usual, I see.
It's popular for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
He is known among the right as the Pingus Man.
Despite what a lot of people think, the very first Sonic the Hedgehog video game appearance was not in Sonic the Hedgehog itself. No, it was actually in a little racing game called Rad
This one I
Mobile,
wouldn't
where
be
Sonic is a little
surprised
air
if you
freshener
didn't know.
hanging from the rearview mirror. This was obviously just to get some marketing out there for their upcoming mascot.
That's a fun little fact right there, though.
More
Look
shit.
at it.
What?
That's a fun little fact right there, though. That
Yeah, it
they
is.
never know about.
Yeah, definitely.
Shattuck is not a shipping between Sonic and Shadow. It's actually the combining of the two characters that was popularized in Nazo Unleashed, the notorious fan project, and while it's definitely not a canon thing and Sega has never acknowledged this, it's something the fans like, alright, even if it's stupid.
That's like some DVC, that's like DVC type shit right there. With them
Yeah, I was about
fusing.
to say, like, isn't that literally just what happens when fucking Goku and Vegeta fuse?
Yeah.
Or is it that just like the whole concept of Gotenks, whatever his name is?
Yeah, Gotenks, Vegito, Gogeta, you name it, Kefla.
Shattuck sounds like a rapper. Sonado sounds more like R&B. Well, they're both different things. So you know what? You got that right. Got that right. So here we are with the ship
Sonado
now.
is the shipping between Sonic and Shadow. Should we just move on?
Yeah. Sonic for Hire
was a popular fan series again.
I remember watching
this. It was a
this.
spoof and ran for a long time before being canceled.
Long time
later
ago.
on.
Okay, let me pause real quick. Since he didn't really go into detail on that, I've never seen Sonic for Hire. I'm just like,
It's not that great, I think. I mean, like, if you're not a fan of like that, like college humor animation or like dorkly style of humor, you're not really going to enjoy it all that much, because it's like take that, but make the shorts for that have a story that goes across multiple seasons. So,
I think I'm good.
you're fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It looks like supervillains having a competent assistant. What now?
In the Sonic the Hedgehog lore / canon, there are two different worlds that Sonic lives on, the human world and the animal world. The human one being the place that we see in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Unleashed, and the other one being the place that we see in Sonic Lost World, Generations, Forces, stuff like that. More recent titles. They've almost completely abandoned the human world. Yes, it is very confusing. Yes, it does not make sense, but Azuka just likes to not make sense. I'm not sure if this is ever going to be fixed, quote unquote, but we would sure like for it to happen. I think a good compromise would be having Sonic and his friends live on the human world, but they can stay on South Island as their residential home, so you can have those more cartoony, wacky areas. But that wraps up this layer of the tier list. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Cybershell is one of the most popular and well-received Sonic the Hedgehog YouTubers of all time, pioneering the term of a Sonic tuber. Talking about whatever the hell he wants, Cybershell is a very creative, funny, innovative guy, and I'm very honored that I can call him a friend and have had a lot of collabs with him as of recent. Definitely go check out his channel. He's one of the best Sonic content creators to ever do it.
Yes, he is.
Hidden Palace Zone was another cut level from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but the difference with this one is that it actually was able to live on in the remasters that it came out from Christian Whitehead. It's fully playable, even if there's some pitfalls. It was an amazing addition. Awesome fan service for a level that was forgotten but lived
stuck
on
mobile.
Yeah, let's say only on mobile though.
It's amazing. Thank you, Christian. We love you, man.
Okay, Logan, can you pause real quick?
Oh boy, here we go.
Wait, before we get to that, I'm just like, Sega, I swear, like, the what was it, the Sonic remaster things, kinda, it buried the Christian Whitehead ones, seriously, that were like on mobile.
It really, really does. Because, look, man, it shouldn't be the case that the best versions of Sonic 1 and 2 are only available on a phone.
And that already sounds unappealing.
Yes, my favorite way to play Sonic with digital analog sticks and buttons. Ugh.
But here we have the big one right here, Logan.
This is the one right here where it actually gets crazy.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Ken Penders is without a doubt one of the most hated people in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise community. People who've worked on anything related to this franchise People do not like Ken Penders at all. He's caused a lot of issues for this character. He filed a lawsuit against Archie and Sega, which somehow he won, which he definitely was not supposed to win.
No,
he was probably
wasn't.
the cause for Archie Sonic ending. He caused a lot of issues for that comic, specifically the reboot. And when he was a part of the comic and writing it, it went through some of its worst years, forcing in weird subplots, ideas from comics that he wanted to make that had nothing to do with Sonic, and gross romance that should not be a part of a kid's comic book.
Yeah.
I know, right? As I was saying, it's supposed to be for kids.
There's like whole characters that he's made.
Mhm.
What was the skunk's name?
Oh, Jeffrey
St. John or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
Like Ken tried to force something between him and Sally in the comics.
Oh, that gets talked about later.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, I'll save that. But the thing is, yeah, he's also made a Sonic movie pitch before the Sonic movie was even a thing. Like long before it was a thing.
In the 90s.
It's great. It's called Sonic Armageddon, I think. And it's just out there. It's out there in the world. I don't know if he talks about Sonic Armageddon.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, well then we need to show this.
But no, Logan, like Ken Penders is like he did cause serious damage to the franchise, let's be honest.
No, he really did.
Yeah.
A lot of damage. But we did lose a potential masterpiece in the making.
Oh god, this.
Love how it tweens across like this.
This is probably made like an hour.
Floating Island Production presents. I think he made this after he left the book too.
No, this was no, because he didn't leave okay, Logan, this is gonna blow your mind. He didn't leave the Archie book, Sonic Archie book until 2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was when he was on the team.
Yeah.
That's nuts, frankly. That is crazy. He sounds like a fantastic dude.
No,
he's not.
Yo, look at his Twitter. Oh my god.
His fucking Twitter is a minefield. Sorry, I actually thought you meant he had the book, as in he was the booker. Yes, he was Mr. Booker Man in that instance.
I remember one time, Logan, on Twitter, FTA Gareth replied to something to Ken Penders. And Ken Penders replied over a year later to that tweet.
But no, like Ken, I think at one point, like he talked about the weird romance stuff that he wanted to put in his own thing, and he talked about it in the context of the characters, where it sounded really, really gross. So yeah, a lot of people also call him, a borderline predator as well. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to make accusations that are untrue. But
this.
Yeah, this.
They said it was just a video game, but I knew better. After all, my dad's job was to search for life on other planets. Although many versions of the events he witnessed,
he literally brought this kid in and just had him record 2 minutes in the booth.
Doing its job. Like, who could keep a secret that big, right? Anyway, this is what my dad said really happened.
Hello, Cactus Sasaki.
Hey, Lily.
You walked in on the best thing here. Sonic. Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Shit. This shit is better than the Spider-Verse 2 announcement.
Oh my god.
This thing's better than Spider-Verse.
We still haven't gotten to the best parts.
No, we haven't. We really, really haven't gotten to the best part. Got off work. What the hell am I watching? A movie pitch from 2002.
Chuck!
Is that Sonic?
Yeah.
That's Sonic, huh?
Whoa.
You can see the cutoffs.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm not gonna fly for you.
Oh, I just looking.
You know what? Put it on TV. Put it on TV. I'm sure it'll work well as a TV movie.
Ashley is Caddy right there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then with the face.
I am
That's
Cad. Yes. I am Cad Icarus right now. Here. Mandates.
Anyway,
Kind of
mandates.
tying into the Ken Penders Archie stuff we were just talking about, Sega put in mandates for the franchise so certain things could be done with the characters and brand and some things couldn't. They got very, very strict on what could be used and what couldn't because they did not want another situation like this. It's allowed a lot of really dumb things like Shadow's character has been assassinated because of these mandates. Sonic can't show any form of emotion. It's hurt our characters more than anything. There's also some more smaller, weird stuff about the universe as a whole that we'll get into later in the video.
Okay, Logan.
Did this predict Sonic Riders? Sure did.
Okay, Logan. I was waiting for you to get to the mandates part because I found the mandates list.
Okay, let's go over all these mandates together, chat.
Thank you, TV tropes.
Ashley posted me a link to the Archie store. Okay, mandates. Almost all of the Archie mandates returned for IDW Sonic, and they got even stricter due to Sega being more involved with the project. Inflin later clarified on his Twitter that the mandates are provided on a case-by-case basis with Sega as they approve each step of production, and that there is a possibility at least some of them can be changed or played with over time. Let's see here. Okay. Game characters cannot have relatives unless they were established in the game canon, i.e. Cream and her mother. So that kills like Uncle Chuck, Sonic's mom, his robot dad.
Yeah, from like Saturday AM shit.
Yeah, that kills that.
It also kills like his siblings as well, I believe.
Game characters cannot die. There are workarounds for this, such as being mistaken for dying or mistaken for dead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Game characters cannot have wardrobe changes unless approved. Chow races and Badnik bases have some characters, mainly the female game characters, wear different clothes for extreme conditions. They did wear different clothes because of the winter. Yes. Yeah. Big F's in the chat to my boy Chuck. Male characters remain the same. It's very odd that the male characters basically never wear clothes under any circumstance. Yet, like all the female characters do. Yeah. Sonic can't be shown getting too emotional, i.e. crying.
That's just dumb right there.
So like you can't even sell the moments well. You know?
Yeah.
That sucks ass. Game characters cannot enter in a relationship. Amy must always be in love with just Sonic, but they can't get together.
Yeah.
All major character development must be must be approved by Sega. I mean, that's fair, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because, especially since, they are Sega's characters and they don't want them to go in places they don't want. But some of these are very strict still.
Mm-hmm.
Such as Mobius being banned. The planet is simply called Sonic's World, unlike the post boot, which allowed the names Mobian and Mobini. Anything related to Mobius is banned in this comic.
Well, okay then.
It's like wow. That just seems like really weird. Like, I don't really know what this has to do with Ken Penders all that much.
Same.
I mean, I know that, like, there was Light, Dark, and Prime Mobius, but that's just confusing more than anything. Just have Mobius. Like, you don't,
For fuck's sake, just call Earth. Just call Earth.
Yeah. Lose a taste for a good story. I mean, that's kind of it, isn't it? Like, characters can't even sell the moments properly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it just doesn't affect them. Sonic must always win at the end, even if he and his friends are at the losing end in an overarching story. The Metal Virus arc, for example, they must come out on top when it concludes. I mean, comics usually like to sort of play around with what if the hero loses, sort of thing, I feel like.
Yeah, so they can't even play around with that idea.
Yeah, they can't even do that. It has to be that one way. Characters from other licensed properties, Sonic the Comics, Sonic the Hedgehog, Archie Comics, and Paramount Films can't be used. Well, that kills the Freedom Fighters.
Yeah.
This rule extends to characters and redesigns done by the current writers. The only exception is Styx from Sonic Boom, and that's because she was created by Sega themselves and showed up in non-Boom media. But any ideas regarding her use still need to be okayed by Sega.
Yeah.
Sonic must always kick out at 2. He is John Cena. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, yeah, like nothing. Can't use anyone from other material.
What are Sonic's 5 moves of doom?
Oh my god.
Male characters, sans Eggman, can't wear pants, which was also a thing in the post-reboot, albeit never explicitly stated. The inverse is also true. Female characters have to have some form of lower clothing. That's really weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Why? That's such a weird rule to have.
Why can't the male characters wear pants?
I know, right?
Why not? That just seems really weird. Sonic can only lose to Undertaker at WrestleMania. Yeah.
My god.
and have like a single feud / storyline going into Mania that has no Undertaker interactions until the night itself. Classic characters such as Mighty, Ray, Knack, Fang, Bean, and Bark won't appear in non-classic issues, as Sega doesn't want classic and modern Sonic to mix. This non-mix mandate can also be seen in certain callback elements, as issue 1 doesn't show any Eggman's mechs pre-adventure, while in issue 5, Sonic doesn't bring up any of Eggman's plans pre-adventure. There are some exceptions, though, such as Eggman's AK having classic-style badnings on display in the 2020 annual. But yet you'll bring back classic Sonic for Forces.
I know, right?
And literally have plot elements that connect back to Mania. Okay.
Also, there's a note right there if you see it.
What's the note? Oh.
You see it? Yeah.
Apparently due to the success of Sonic Mania. Likewise, the retcon in Sonic Forces that classic and modern Sonic are now from different dimensions rather than time periods. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable retcon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted a Team Classic and Team Sonic Racing.
I know, right?
That's all I wanted out of this life.
Yo, Logan, this next one right here of Ian Flynn, oh boy.
Okay. According to Ian Flynn, a specific incident involving Shadow's characterization when he's exposed to the Zombot infection was written in a specific way because of Sega mandating that he be written as an overconfident asshole rival character, similar to Vegeta. He later followed up with an explanation that out of every character, Shadow has the most mandates and notes attached to how he's portrayed. Luckily, he did manage to convince Sega to have Shadow admit his faults in issue 31. But even that scene had to be toned down a bit from what he wanted, though he didn't elaborate on how much. It's gotten to the point where Flynn stated he is less willing to... that he was less willing to write for Shadow until Sega eases up their grip on him.
Yikes, that's a big yikes right there.
I mean, you can kind of see that in his more recent depictions as well, because, funnily enough, his more recent characterizations have sort of slipped into the stereotypes that fans have placed on him.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
I don't really like that, no. It makes him feel really one note.
Because it's like guys, do you not remember the character Shadow had post Shadow the Hedgehog? Shit like that?
To be fair, after Shadow's characterization was kind of flat. So
yeah, but he's not really like, I just remember Shadow, he wasn't really an asshole anymore.
Not necessarily, no.
He still had like an overconfidence to him, but not like the asshole kind of way.
Yeah. Okay, we're over halfway. When asked on his podcast, Flynn stated that Sega is generally against new characters being modeled after insects or large animals, like elephants, though it's not a hard mandate, as they did make an exception for Jewel. They have rejected characters on this basis. So, that means, new rule, no giraffes are to be portrayed in the world under any circumstance. That is what this mandate says, basically.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, sorry, no giraffes.
Sega really just killed my will to live here, you know?
Oof.
Sorry. Do you have any link for this? I want to read this myself. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the, hold on. 1 second. Yeah, exactly. Rip the fucking dream, you know?
Uh-huh.
Us giraffes are truly the most oppressed race.
But no, Logan, I'm surprised Ian Flynn doesn't really want to write for Shadow because of the grip Sega has on him, the way he's written.
I mean, no. I mean, like, after everything that has happened with Sonic because of Penders. Why would you? There's literally no flexibility with his character. You know?
He has to be written a specific way, or you can't allow any freedom over him.
There's no flexibility. But yeah. Back to this.
When asked on his podcast.
Sega stated to Flynn that only male hedgehogs are allowed to go super with the Chaos Emeralds. Neo Metal Sonic is the only one to get by this, being a robot, though Sega probably let it slide because he was based off a That's, again, very strange.
Wait, does that mean we won't ever see, like, was it Blazing Blaze ever again, then?
I mean, maybe not, because the Soul Emeralds are different from the Chaos Emeralds.
Sorry.
But if...
Sorry, Logan, no Super Tangle, then.
If Burning Blaze is banned because of this, that's really fucking dumb. There's probably a document out of Disney like this for any Star Wars comics. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, hey, Logan. It's like, wait, so you're saying there's still a chance that we'll see a Super Amy?
No.
Oh, I want that to happen, though. She's a hedgehog. She's a hedgehog, though. It's possible.
Yeah, but she isn't part of the hedgehog patriarchy, all right?
Yes, she is. Don't you lie to me.
She is literally a woman, not part of the patriarchy.
Wow, Logan being sexist now.
You know, I'm not. Look, I'm stating facts, all right. Even though I would like her to go super, I would like any of them to go super, regardless of gender.
Yeah.
Right? Because females cannot handle the power of the emeralds. SMA. You know what? That's the same sort of argument as like, oh, a woman can't be president because she'd start a war.
Yeah, all right.
That's
Hey,
that's
Logan.
basically the same argument.
So what Logan is saying, there's a better chance of Big the Cat going super than Amy.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
Wow. I can't believe you.
According to the podcast, Sega says that Team Dark is no longer a thing. The 3 members are not a team and they have not worked for Gun. Shadow also doesn't even consider them friends.
That's dumb.
That's a complete bastardization of his character development.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was saying. It's like after like all the shit Shadow went through, like SA2, Heroes, and his own game, like the actual character development God's like pretty much undoing all of that.
But yet, apparently Team Dark is no longer a thing. So is Team Sonic Racing like a lie?
I know, right?
Is that like a collective dream that they all just had?
Oh my
Ian
God.
isn't allowed to directly reference a game since the comic is supposed to be its own thing. In fact, some references he had to sneak under Sega's nose. Thus, some things may be canon to the games, but not others.
Well, that's dumb.
What?
That's so dumb.
A comic that's based on a game can't reference the game?
Hey, that's like a video game movie right there.
Sega, I don't get you. Ian originally planned for the Warp Topaz to be destroyed at the end of issue 29 after it seemingly blew up, but received a note from Sega telling him to keep it intact for reasons unknown. So the Warp Topaz being destroyed wasn't shown in the final product. That doesn't sound like a mandate, but let's go for it.
Yeah.
Evan Stanley originally wrote cheese with male pronouns as done previously in both the comic itself and other material. But all Chow were requested by Sega to be referred with neutral they-them pronouns starting with issue 33. While it can be justified since Chow in general have no gender specifications or anatomy, it more falls into inclusion purposes. Weird, but okay.
Yeah.
This is like a list of rules out of Vince McMahon's office. No hospitals, only medical facilities. The Chow had been taken to a nearby Chow garden to be patched up and taken a look at. Mimic's character card released to promote Tangle and Whisper states that his age is 32. According to the Bumblecast, Ian originally planned for him to be teenage, like the majority of the characters, but Takashi Iizuka himself mandated that Mimic be aged up, as he appeared to be much older than the other characters from his point of view. This is why Mimic is the same height as Sonic and Whisper despite being an adult. This was also the reason Ian declined to state Starline's age when asked in the same episode, as he's waiting for an official word of that from Iizuka and Sega.
Okay.
What?
That's weird.
Okay, I've been out of the loop for an IDW for a little bit. Who's Mimic?
Yeah, look up.
Mimic IDW. Oh, this guy.
Okay.
This is probably the closest that will come to an Echidna-like character.
Yeah, I know, right?
but
you see,
this guy's a squid, it looks like, or like a real, or like a Lovecraftian sort of thing.
Hey, look, that's Sonic.exe at the bottom.
This.
No, that looks like Sonic.exe.
It does, kind of, yeah. Sorry, Mimic is one of Whisper's former partners. Oh, okay. He'll be rushed to a local medical facility.
Yo, Logan, this next one is so dumb. It's funny.
Okay. It has been stated that there is no money in Sonic's world, and that anything that alludes to money, such as rings acting as currency, is strictly forbidden. Confusingly, Vector's bios and official Sega content contradicts this, with one outright stating his favorite thing is money. Good job, Sega.
You're like, GG.
But fuck, man, I want to live on the planet known as Sonic's world, where there is no made up money. You just take the things you need to live.
That alright.
I want that. I want that in my life. Sorry, Knuckles is not allowed to leave Angel Island unless he has a very good reason to.
Well,
I mean, people have been making fun of that for a long time, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, Logan, that as should be the case.
Because,
you know...
Yeah.
Hey, Logan's like, as should be the case, because he's supposed to be the Guardian.
Wait, if there is no money, then how do they pay for things? They don't, I guess. They just walk in and take it. Explains how Eggman can afford his fortresses. I mean, when money is literally no object, what do you do?
Last one.
While they allowed Neo Metal Sonic to use the Master Emerald as a power source in the early issues, Sega later requested that it not be portrayed with any special properties, which is likely why Sonic and Silver couldn't use it to go super during the Metal Virus arc. When Ian asked how the Master Emerald keeps Angel Island floating if it doesn't have any unique powers, Sega didn't reply back with an answer.
Like, shrugs.
I don't know, man.
Sega's weird with these mandates.
Just get rid of the Master Emerald then. Just retcon the whole thing out and just have fucking Angel Island just float. That's it. Or like have it be like powered by friendship energy or something, like most other things in Sonic.
Dude, there's only like 2 things on this whole mandate that I agree with.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, this.
This right here. Yeah, we're still watching this. I haven't forgotten about it.
Sonic Adventure has been released
independent
on
contractors and
insistent
because there's no money in Sonic's world.
It went from the original version to DX on the GameCube, then to Xbox 360 and Xbox Live Arcade. It's very complicated. Sonic Adventure to Sonic
God,
Adventure
it looks so
DX
gross stretched out like
saw
that.
many changes in the graphical capabilities of the game. Some people don't like the textures that they used on the characters and environments. They think it's too shiny. Some like how the original game controls. They're just a lot of tiny little tweaks and changes that they made that were kind of unnecessary and just kind of made the game worse.
Yeah.
Vector likes older women,
yeah.
Vector, yeah, he likes his older women. There isn't a lot of...
How old is Vanilla?
Let's look that up.
Vector's like 18, right? Or like 21? Hold on.
I'll look this shit up.
Vector the Crocodile.
Alright, I'll look at Vanilla then.
20. Originally 6. I mean, ladies. Or guys, too. He's available. Although Sega needs to approve it first, obviously.
Let's see here. Where
Vanilla the Rabbit.
Vanilla
the Rabbit. Oh my... No. I shouldn't have looked that up. Because now I regret it. Okay. How old is she?
I don't think it says.
It doesn't say. Not on the Sonic News Network here.
Oh wait, I found another one. Oh no, wait, never mind.
Vector does respect age of consent, although what was it? There was like a Sonic Archie arc that insinuated that Amy and Vector had sex in the future. Or like they got together in the future. Which I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that.
Sonic romance or
dog.
flirting in the series that much, aside from Amy's one-sided thing with Sonic. Occasional flirting in like the early games with Rouge and Knuckles. But in other media like TV shows and comic books, Vector and Vanilla the Rabbit have a very interesting relationship. He is very obviously into her. I really don't know how much to talk about. Yeah, who doesn't like a good MILF, you know?
I was about to say, Vanilla the Rabbit is the furry MILF.
Yeah, seriously. Like, we never see the dad.
We never see the dad. Cream is an actual bastard.
Come on, Vector.
Archie comic books, Sonic displays a different
be that
level
figure.
of power than he does in other media. He's considerably faster, stronger, has more abilities, whether that's super forms or a little gadget used
Wait,
to
what was this one
Sonic,
called?
Who doesn't like a good MILF, you know?
Oh, Archie Sonic is
Abilities, whether
stronger.
that's super forms or a
Yeah.
little gadget used to help Sonic out in a battle. While there isn't a set, yes, this is the most powerful Sonic, or this is his power level, it is noticeable, which makes for a more powerful, more experienced version of Sonic, which makes sense as Archie went on for a very long time.
I'm outside in an AMG.
Oh,
SBO's
This
Bloodlust.
is a very interesting
Listen to this.
one. In the game Sonic Heroes, when you play as Team Chaotix, they're on a hunt to track down Eggman. While Vector and Charmy just want to track Eggman down and get to the bottom of everything, Espio is determined to murder Eggman. Multiple times throughout the
Prepares
game,
to
he
die,
states that he
Eggman.
wants to literally kill him.
Death to the evil one. Prepare to die, Eggman.
I had no idea Espio was about this life, but this man is a real one.
I love the fact that he does that. And no other character does that in the game. Not even Shadow.
Yeah, shouts on that.
Shadow he does not insinuate killing people in Heroes, but he does in Shadow though.
Mm-hmm.
Like he says, "I will destroy you." I don't think he says that he actually kills people.
Mm.
No. I think he insinuates it multiple times. So,
God.
I had no idea Espio was about this life, but this man is a real one.
really is, yeah.
Scourge is a very popular
SBO's
character
hardcore,
from
yeah.
the Archie comics. Probably the most popular
hardcore.
character originally from there. Scourge is an evil version of Sonic, the ruler of Mobius. The character actually was around for a while, starting in issue 11. You just might not know that because they changed his character design up completely, changing it from Sonic, just more evil, to a green version of Sonic, more evil. He became a fan favorite and really hit his stride once when he got there.
I love how before he got that way, he was literally just called the evil Sonic.
And the only difference was glasses and a jacket. Just know he's evil.
There's like a page in a specific issue where he gets like really skeezy with Amy.
Yeah.
What is that?
Issue 150. 150.
Evil Sonic 250?
150.
150.
Issue 150.
Evil Sonic 150. Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Evil Sonic. Amy. Let's see if anything comes up. Oh, wait, no.
No.
Oh, no. Get out of there.
No.
Out of there post haste.
Okay, look, why don't you just type in Scourge? I don't know.
The point is, if I ever find it again, because I see it like once a year, if I ever find it again, I'm gonna like save it on my Twitter bookmarks.
Okay, Logan, just type in Archie Sonic, issue 150.
Sonic issue 150.
There's a mongoose. Chaz it on everyone.
Yeah, like he fucking hits on everybody, right here, too.
Yeah. Rouge.
He like gets really. There it is, right here.
Yeah. God, look how
What's
long
the rush?
quills are.
They not be a total loss, especially with all the hot chicks in the local vicinity. Hey, babe, what you up to? Sonic, did you just call me babe? Yeah, and I was wondering if you were free right now. But yeah, I guess like evil Sonic just like apparently he gets around.
Yeah, you hit on everyone.
I wish I had the sexual confidence. Actually, no, I don't, because this is really skeezy, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
So I rescind that. Now back to this.
Redesign. I put Scourge
how
into
it's
the
just
same
evil
category
Sonic.
as the Freedom Fighters, where I would like to see them used again in some capacity. I just don't really see it happening.
Evil Sonic just believes in the Bond rule.
This one's a really interesting story, as I find Chaos to be one of the most intriguing Sonic villains ever. Chaos was the main antagonist of Sonic Adventure, and he's an immortal godlike creature composed entirely of concentrated energy. He's the guardian god of the Chao, and he's also their friend. He was once a regular Chao, but somehow was mutated by the power of the Master Emerald. Since then, he's used his new powers to protect the Master Emerald Shrine.
This is something I did not know about, actually.
We all know where the story goes from there, but he was one of them at one point. Then he turned into that. But now he's this, and he's happy again, so that's good.
Now he's good.
Yeah.
That's really weird. I did not realize that the Master Emerald, like, emits, like, nuclear radiation. And turns you into, like, a Fallout creature.
A mutated Chao.
It turns you into literally, like, the centaurs, I think they were, from Fallout New Vegas. Like those little, like, 6 or 8-legged things with all the tongues. Very popular in hentai, I'd imagine. All radiation is...
also known as
all radiation is nuclear. Well, you get what I'm saying.
The Hedgehog franchise, also known, and he's happy again, so that's good.
NIDS.
NIDS, also known as Neuroimmune Deficiency Syndrome, is a disease in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Victims of the disease become more physically weak and fragile, and the condition worsens over time. People who have the disease need constant medical attention, and somebody who had this disease was Maria Robotnik, which is why she was aboard the Space Colony Ark, because you need constant medical attention. It is almost
I need to stress how crazy it is that brain damage is in Sonic canonically.
Yeah.
Like even the Chaotix theme song makes mention of Charmy having brain damage.
Oh, we're gonna get to Charmy later.
We will, yeah. I somehow knew that, actually. Wait, you knew about this sickness?
Exclusively
right here?
applied to her, as it's popped up in Archie Comics, Sonic X, and I don't see it popping up again in the future, but I guess we'll see. It's just a very interesting thing that exists in the franchise. It made
like
it all more
mental
heartbreaking that Maria
issues
was
here?
eventually murdered.
It's weird.
Oh boy.
How is this like the core of the iceberg?
Yeah. Shrugs.
This feels like something that people have been talking about for ages.
Day 3, also known as Sonic Adventure 3, is the not yet happening sequel to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. It's without a doubt the most highly requested
never
Sonic
happening
game
sequel,
ever, and has almost been made a handful of times. Sonic Heroes was originally being developed as Sonic Adventure 3, and Sonic Unleashed was also being developed as Sonic Adventure 3. Since the game is so highly requested, it's obviously gotten back to Sonic Team and Izuka about how much people want it. When asked if it will ever happen, they said that it needs to progress the franchise forward in terms of gameplay and style, which kind of explains how Unleashed was almost that next game, as that game took a very big step. It's currently not in the pipeline, and we don't know if it's in the works right now, maybe, but I think the fanbase is sure that it will come eventually, but some people do think it is self-sabotage because of the expectations being put in place for this game.
I was about to say, also, yeah, Silver is Trunks, but we'll get to that. Apparently, Sonic Frontiers is also slated to be the image of what Sonic is going to be in the future, but that seems to be the case for every game. So in a way, every Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 3.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, like, I'm glad it's not actually a thing, because people just have this stupidly unrealistic expectations for it.
I mean, fuck, like, it's been said 1,000 times, but if you're gonna find a game to be SA3, it's probably a 6. frankly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I know it's really tough to say considering,
It,
but that is basically what it is.
hey, look, an SA3 is. Sorry. Sonic 06 is SA3.
The real SA3 was inside us all along, obviously.
Sonic characters are often associated with Dragon Ball Z characters. Sonic being Goku, Shadow being Vegeta, and Silver being Trunks. All these characters share very similar character traits and abilities. Sonic has always been very heavily inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Some people would say that they ripped them off a bit. They like
literally
their own
the 7
versions of
Chaos
those Dragon Ball
Emeralds,
characters.
7 Dragon
and when
Balls.
Silver came around, they knew it was time to
Super
do Trunks.
Sonic.
It was just the logical
Super
next step,
Saiyan.
I guess, in terms of ripping off characters.
The Sonic Bible.
Sonic Bible was an internal document created by Sega of America in 1991. We were talking a lot about that split between Sega of America and Japan, and it was simply because they didn't really have an idea of what Sonic was. So Sega of America, with little to no exposure of the Japanese version of Sonic, made their own Bible to make it a definitive backstory for Sonic in non-Japanese regions. Sonic was just a normal hedgehog in Nebraska before a lab accident went wrong with Dr. Robotnik. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I recommend you check it out, and maybe one day I'll make a full video on it.
Sonic is actually Jesus.
Nebraska. I just love it. It's just Nebraska.
Why Nebraska specifically?
I don't know.
Why Nebraska? Dude. His favorite food is chili dogs. Chili dogs are served on a bun. Maybe a Chicago-style bun. He's from Illinois, obviously. He's from Illinois.
Yes, of course.
Where are hedgehogs actually in America? Probably in like the Midwest or in that region around just the West.
The often referred to Toei Sonic, who you'll see right here, was actually worked on by Studio Juno, who worked 4 hard months on the project, getting paid very low wages. It's very sad that they're not actually recognized for their work, but everyone even still calls him Toei Sonic, so I'm just gonna continue calling him Juno Sonic. And with that, let's move on to the next layer.
None of that. Lower Iceberg.
At the end of Sonic 06, Elise has to blow out this flame. When that happens, everybody will forget the events of Sonic 06, almost as if nothing ever happened. A lot of people complain about this because it really doesn't play into any Sonic story after this because it never really happened in the first place. But 06 was always meant to be a reboot of the series, not connected to any other Sonic story. So I don't really think it matters that much, but it does make for a somewhat not satisfying ending.
Yet they reference it in Generations.
Yeah, with a Crisis City.
There are no hedgehogs native to the Americas. So, what the
why Nebraska?
He can't even be from Nebraska because there are no hedgehogs in Nebraska.
Hey, look, do you know this? Amy's tarot cards?
Of course I do. Obviously.
Yeah.
In older Sonic the Hedgehog media, a big personality trait of Amy was her use of tarot cards. When she used these tarot cards, she was able to predict the future and give herself knowledge of future events, and also being able to predict where Sonic would be in media such as Sonic CD and Sonic Battle. She also used them to curse others, which was pretty crazy. It was definitely a classic thing with Amy. It's definitely not part of her character anymore, and it's perfectly understandable if a lot of you did not know this was a thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Brasmo.
But no, Logan, Amy tarot cards, I find to be adorable.
No, I find them to be kind of cute as well. But dude, she can curse people?
I know, right? Yeah, wait, you can predict the future? Okay, Chiaya.
You can predict the future, you can cast curses on people?
I was just like, yo, Amy, you should really use these tarot cards more often to help.
Dude. Tarot expert Amy Rose has no fucking chill.
Yeah, right?
If you slight her, she will put a curse on you. The Christian sponsors say that tarot is of the devil, so they had to take them out.
I want them to bring that back though, Amy's tarot cards.
I mean, they kind of brought it back for like an art piece, but that's really it.
Yeah.
Brasmo was a chow made by the YouTuber known as Salty TK Dan, who's a really big, chunky, hunky man, might I add. When he found this quote-unquote seizure egg, it sprouted a very powerful chow. Brasmo is unfortunately no longer with us, but it was nice when we had him.
Yeah, Brasmo is in fact dead. He is no longer on this planet. No longer on the mortal coil. We must... Everyone, pour one out. F's in chat, please. for my boy Brasmo.
Freezy is an interesting character. There are actually two versions
Wait, that's her
of this
name?
character. One being in the Archie comics and the other being in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Two are completely different characters. In the Archie comics, she's a strong
How do you pour out edibles? I never said edibles. You did that. You... Didn't the cards return in a recent comic issue? Yes, actually. Actually, yes. Yes, they did release in a... Sorry. They did come back in a recent issue. It was... I think the arc is still going on. It's like, it involves all of the girl characters going on like a trip. But obviously things go wrong.
As they always do.
Although, I do remember there is a point in like the early bits where they're like around a campfire, and Amy actually does pull out tarot cards, and she like talks about her expertise in them as well.
Ooh, I need to look at that then.
So yeah, they did come back actually.
Her own media empire, teaming up with Eggman at one point, but then eventually severing ties. She wasn't that present in the comics. It was an interesting character, to say the least, I guess. She came on much later in the run, but the Adventures
All the girl
of Sonic
characters
the
were going to the hot
Hedgehog
springs.
version of
LOL.
her
No, wait, this is a Western
is something
comic.
else. In this story, she was created by Dr. Robotnik to get
No,
Sonic
they're going
to fall
camping.
in love with her and get her
This slogan.
attention. She was able to achieve this because she is designed to look like what a cartoon character might find attractive. But it was actually just a weapon all along to try to take down Sonic. She actually betrayed Dr. Robotnik, but then later on, she actually falls in love with Dr. Robotnik Jr., and then they get married and start a new life together. This is one of the weirdest characters, but something from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, I probably shouldn't be shocked.
My boy, Eggman Jr.
Yes,
has sick game.
I know, right?
They just...
Yo, Logan, he married the furry.
He did marry the furry. He found his furry wife, and they had a nice life together. Obviously.
A man's true dream.
A man's true dream, yes. He has sick game.
I'm sorry guys, this one's really sad. That's right, if you didn't know, in the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2, your Chow can die. Yeah, if you don't care for it properly, or a certain amount of time goes by, it will pass away. At the end of the Chow's life, it will enter a cocoon deciding whether it will die or reincarnate. You'll be able to know if your Chow is going to die if the cocoon is gray with a little yellow point at the top. If this is the case, then your Chow is going to die forever, and you're never going to see it again, unfortunately. But if it's pink, you'll be able to reincarnate, but you will still lose your Chow. This is something I think every person who played the Chow Garden was very scared of, so sorry I had to bring up this traumatic experience to all of you.
That isn't very uplifting now, is it?
Nope. Fighting vipers.
If we ever do like SA2 again, I'll try to do the Chow Garden and I'll make a Henry Chow.
In the Sega game Fighting Vipers, Sonic and Tails were both hidden inside of the game. This was just a joke by a programmer, but in his spare time, he actually made it, and eventually was presented to Yuji Naka, who loved the idea, and it eventually spawned off.
Also, Sonic spikes in this are like, they're like thumbtacks. Look at that.
You can't poke them at all.
He is more Spike than Head right there.
Hey, look, I love how this inspired Sonic the Fighters, basically.
I know.
Sonic the Fighters. Both Sonic and Tails share the same character slot, and gameplay has
so reincarnation
online, so
is canon in
cool.
Sonic. It is a Buddhist mindset.
A very popular trait about Sonic the Hedgehog is that he can't swim, but if you know anything about hedgehogs in real life, they actually are very good at swimming. This was a misconception by Yuji Naka, who believed that they couldn't swim for whatever reason. Knuckles Chaotix was a spin-off game, one of the very first Sonic spin-off games in the franchise's history. It was part of the Sega 32X, which was a failed add-on console for the Sega Genesis. It featured Knuckles alongside
this
these
feels like
characters
common
that are part of
knowledge.
this group called the Chaotix. As you can see, it was a much larger group.
Well,
but
maybe
now
it isn't that common.
Vector, Espio, and Charmy, all three of which were in this game, but it also featured Mighty the Armadillo, which was really awesome. The game wasn't incredibly well received. The ring tether mechanic wasn't something that a lot of people liked. They thought it hindered the gameplay a bit, but it is a cult classic and does have a lot of fans of it. It's just a very obscure Sonic title.
Yeah.
And we still haven't had any official re-release of it.
Yeah, I know, right? It has never been re-released once.
Not once. And they'll fucking re-release Sonic Labyrinth, but not this.
Like, I get it. Knuckles Chaotix isn't the most wow game in the world, but still.
My dude, we see Corpse Killer, Night Trap, and what was the other one?
Double Switch?
Yes, and we'll see Double Switch get re-releases on modern hardware before Knuckles Chaotix.
That's so crazy to me.
Literal FMV games, glorified movies.
I was just like, what? I'm shocked they haven't re-released Knuckles Chaotix, considering it was on a failed add-on that no one bought.
I know. But the thing is, there are like CD32X versions of Night Trap and Corpse Killer.
Mm-hmm.
There are some 32X games that have seen the light of day since then. But not this one.
This one's so weird.
32X, the fact that the 32X was ever thought could be successful shocks me.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, the original idea, at least in the West, was that the 32X was going to be part of their plan to basically keep the Genesis alive for basically as long as they can with add-ons.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that the Saturn was coming out, pretty much, it was completely at odds with Sega of America's goals in terms of their business strategies.
Remember the canceled Sega Neptune?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was gonna be like basically 32X and CD thing.
Mm-hmm. Which
anyway,
just release the Saturn.
Yeah,
just do that. Just let the Genesis, be.
No wonder the Saturn failed here.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that Sega's last console was indeed the Dreamcast. Yeah. Fun fact: Honey and Fighting Vipers is also a character in Sonic Fighters. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Sonic's body parts are a hot topic in the Sonic fan base, from his eyes to his arms to, yes, his eyes. For almost the entire history of Sonic the Hedgehog, he has had one eye, a singular eyeball. There seems to be a divide down the middle, but look at this. It looks like Mike Wazowski. That's really what it is. Just a giant eyeball with two pupils. That's just kind of what Sonic is. It doesn't look weird. It's visually appealing. It's something we've accepted. It looks good. Nobody has an issue with it.
It just looks funny.
A little weird when you think about it. But recently in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, they gave Sonic normal eyes, two separate eyeballs. Originally, this was very controversial.
Like a little tuft of
it's something
fur
that
that's
Sega
white in
didn't
the
even
middle.
want changed, but it doesn't look that bad, honestly. But yeah, aside from the Sonic movie, I'm not sure if we're gonna see separate eyeballs, but I'm fine with either or. I think both look great, but I think we can all accept that the mono eye is the most iconic, as it has been around for the longest time.
I love how it's called Mono Eye. It's great. But yeah, I think they do both look appealing in their own way.
Sonic's fear of orcas comes from the fact that he is always attacked by them. Starting in Sonic Adventure, he is chased by a killer
I never
whale.
realized he
Now,
didn't
you might
have
be saying,
two
okay,
eyes
well, this is a
until now.
traumatic
That's really
experience. I can understand
surprising.
why he might be scared of them. Well, it's not just one game, it's multiple. Orcas try
I mean,
to attack
technically he
Sonic a
has
lot,
two,
from
but the way
Sonic
that he's
06,
designed
which
makes
is
it look
almost
like he
an
doesn't.
exact replica of this scene from Sonic Adventure. Sonic Generations, and there are even references in the Archie comics. Orcas just seem to have it out for the little blue guy.
Saturn Sonic and
Sonic
Sonic
Adventure was originally supposed to be for the Sega Saturn. Sonic Jam's Sonic World was actually just a test for a future 3D Sonic game, but the Saturn already on its way out with the Sega Dreamcast coming in, the game switched over to there. But during its time with the Saturn, and even a little bit after what was being worked on for the Dreamcast in mind, models used in Sega Saturn Sonic games, such as Sonic Jam, were used.
I like these.
Yeah.
These are
like,
so cute. I love them.
Yeah, it's like, wow, so this is what SA1 was originally going to look like.
A lot of people didn't realize Mario's punching blocks, not smashing his skull into them. Do people not realize that? I always figured that, yeah, Mario punches blocks. I mean, it's shown so often.
Hey, look, but no, look, it's crazy to me that, wow, SA1 was originally going to be on the Saturn.
Yeah, but
I love how these
but then they took a look at the Saturn and was like, yeah, no, and then pulled that out.
I do love how we have these concept arts for it, though.
I almost kind of wish they went with these models, because these are really cute. I like them a lot.
It looks almost like a...
But they almost kind of look like that one mod for Sonic Roller Blast 2. The one that makes some 3D models. In fact, it pretty much is that. I like that. It's very cute.
Completely different game. Late last year, Sega actually released screen grabs of Sonic and Tails in various levels.
Scrapped Dragon Robot.
Scrap things from Sonic Adventure. Around the same time, there was a Dragon Boss planned for the game. In this...
Okay, so, actually, I should probably, say this, but, like, I mean, don't post links in the chat, without asking first, because, I mean, it isn't like I trust you, but rather, it isn't like I, don't trust you, but, you never know. Maybe someone just posts it under, like, your alias or something. So if you're gonna post a link, can you ask me first? Sorry. Remind me a bit of the Sonic OVA a little. It was basically, like, supposed to be a pilot for, like, a Sonic anime. But that didn't happen. So it really just kind of stands as, like, a movie. So, yeah.
Speaking of scrap things from Sonic Adventure, around the same time there was a Dragon Boss planned for the game. In the style of the Sky Chase levels, there was going to be this dragon powered by a Chaos Emerald, but it didn't really make a lot of sense because the Chaos Emeralds were supposed to be given all to Chaos instead of, the stupid little dragon. For that reason alone, a lot of people suspect that this is the reason why it was scrapped, but maybe they just couldn't get the boss to work or be entertaining enough. It was clearly very early on in development, as this image right here shows that they still have their Saturn models.
Yep.
Here we go.
So, Hedgehogs, male ones in particular, have their penises on their chests, and Sonic has this little circle on his belly. You put the pieces together.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that until I watched this video with you initially. Oh my god, it really is the most viewed bit of this whole thing.
Yep. It's so short as well.
You know that this is the bit that people who saw this video, they sent it to their friends and they said, hey guys, have you heard about Sonic's chest dick? Have you heard about his chest penis?
Hedgehogs.
Oh, but look at him, he's so cute.
Together.
Sonic 1 title screen bug.
There are various title screen bugs in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, one of the most popular ones being, I've said one a lot, this one in the video right here. Sonic 06 was originally going to be on more than just Xbox 360 and PS3. There were also plans to have it on Windows and the Nintendo Wii, but when they saw how underpowered the Nintendo Wii was compared to every other console, they figured it would just take too long and didn't even really bother doing it. Instead, they split their team for Sonic 06 into two so they can make Sonic and the Secret Ring so they could also have a game for the Nintendo Wii. This obviously caused a lot of issues for Sonic 06, if you guys don't know, and even though I love Sonic 06 to death. The game could have been a whole lot better if they stuck the team together.
Or just hire more fucking staff.
Hey, Logan, just like, great idea there, Sega. Splitting your staff to work on a completely different game.
A completely different game for, once again, new tech that you haven't worked with before.
Great idea there, Sega.
Real good business sense, Sega.
No wonder 06 ended up the way it was.
Sonic Extreme was a cancelled Sonic game being developed by Visionscape Interactive. They actually made the cutscenes for Sonic Heroes, so around the time of the game's release, they pitched their own game to Sega. This one being entitled Sonic Extreme, spelled correctly. It was going to be this hoverboarding game where you skate around Green Hill Zone, collecting rings, doing tricks. It looked pretty interesting and had potential. They only made this demo and presentation in only a couple days. But when it was eventually presented to Sega, it was eventually declined. Even though it was said that they
Why hasn't this been revived in any way?
Well, you have to bring that up.
In the project and might have moved forward with it. Only a couple years later, they announced Sonic Riders, which is a game where you ride around hoverboards, doing tricks and collecting rings. I'm not trying to say Sega stole their idea, but...
No, Tails on a Bench. No, I'm not. I'm not talking about this while that is on screen. All right.
Okay. Anyway, this.
The fact that there is not like an extreme sports Sonic game feels kind of like a missed opportunity because Sonic's character sort of revolves around that attitude that comes with extreme sports.
So basically what Sega did is like, all right, let's take this concept of your extreme and expand upon it.
I mean, creativity doesn't happen in a bubble.
Yeah.
You could say.
I look at it as a very extreme game, Sonic. Right?
It is, but it's a very polarizing one.
That's a fact right there.
Because getting it to work is a little bit, I mean, like, even taking free riders out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Just coming to grips with riders and zero gravity is a bit tough.
Especially riders, because they don't tell you shit on how to handle the game.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater Sonic Edition. That, but in real life. Let's do that. That or like a Sonic dancing game or something.
Hey Logan, do you like Tails on a Bench?
You know it.
I don't want to get into this one too much because it's kind of graphic, but Tales on a Bench is a meme that floated around that started from a very strange webcomic where two Sonic the Hedgehog characters get into sexual activity with Tails, who is considerably older than the versions of these characters. Yes, this is a meme. Yes, it is very gross. Let's try to move off of it right now, please.
Yeah.
Terios and Nails.
Shadow and Rouge were Shadow and Rouge. Early on in the development of Sonic Adventure 2, not only did they have other designs, but they had other names. Terios and Nails.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What is this?
A Shadow's original design.
What is this right here?
Shadow was Terios, also known as Reflection of, and Rouge is Nails because she's a girl, and girls have nails. The names obviously did not stick, along with their other designs, which I think was a good move. Shadow is a much better name than Terios. And while I don't think the name Nails is bad, it's not that much of a defining trait of Rouge. She doesn't use them that often. So I do think that Shadow and Rouge was a better move than Terios and Nails. But with that, let's move on to our next layer.
Bottom of the iceberg. Blaze's
origin has been a
Yeah.
huge conversation and debate in the Sonic community. The reason for that being that she has multiple origins. Blaze was first introduced in 2005.
Yeah,
in the
this
game
is
Sonic
really
Rush,
dumb.
where she comes from an alternate dimension. But then the following year, she's reintroduced in Sonic 06, where she's
They
heavily
can't
tied to
keep their
Silver, who comes
continuity
from
straight
the
for
future.
more than a
But then,
year.
The following year, in 2007, in Sonic Rush Adventure, she comes from another dimension. Since Sonic 06 isn't canon, and there's been other Sonic media since then, we now think it is canon that officially Blaze is from another dimension. You never know, maybe this will change again at some point. But as of right now, those are Blaze's origins.
Fifth string young
right now.
Charmy Stinger.
Charmy the Bee is a male, and he's a bee, obviously, who has a stinger, as you can see right here, but here's the thing. Only female bees have stingers. So what does this mean? Is Charmy trans? Or was this just a misconception similar to Sonic not being able to swim? I'm gonna go with the second, as I don't feel
Latter.
90s culture was as progressive as it is today.
No, not in 1990, whatever.
Oh, look, you'll love this.
For each
Christian.
of the characters.
Oh, I know this one. I fucking know this.
Yeah.
Vertical's Chaotix, there are character descriptions for each of the characters, including Vector. In here you get a look at his gender, age, some of his hobbies, but the description of his character has an interesting little tidbit. An endlessly cheerful optimist, however he actually has a stronger fellow feeling than anyone, and possesses the strength and kindness to stand up against any difficulties. Believing in the existence of God, he came to this land after hearing the news about an island of miracles.
God.
That's fucking dude, and that's only in the Japanese version.
Oh my
That's
God.
only in the Japanese version. Only in Japan is Vector religious.
Oh yes, I love that.
Why isn't religion in the mandates, Sega? Can Vector be Christian once again?
But Logan, did you want to say something about Charmy?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Eggman's Clothes and Pocket Adventure. What?
Sonic Pocket Adventure.
Sonic Pocket Adventure was the game developed for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It was heavily inspired by the classic Sonic games, and some share the same designs, except for Eggman. As you can see right here, Eggman is wearing his normal modern Dr. Robotnik outfit. Buckles and the big red jacket. It's obviously modern Dr. Eggman, compared to a lot of the other elements which stayed classic.
Alright, Logan.
Yeah.
One thing he doesn't mention, at the beginning of the game, he's in his classic outfit, but then towards the end, he's in his modern outfit.
What?
Eggman. Yeah.
So what, did he just change clothes?
He changed clothes.
Did he just look himself in the mirror and think, ah, that's ghastly.
Yeah.
Then he put on a new one.
Ghost of the Future.
Ghost of the Future is really interesting. This is a fan webcomic, but not just any normal fan webcomic. It's made by Evan Stanley. Now, if you don't know who Evan Stanley is, she is an amazing artist and writer who works on the Archie and IDW comics. Yep. Back in 2007, she started up her own comic, which
she actually
still runs
replaced
to this
Flynn,
day. You can find all the issues on her DeviantArt. It's super well drawn and written. So if you want some mandated list comics, I highly recommend that you check these out.
That's something I've always been wanting to check out.
I forgot about this up until now. Maybe I should check that out. What's it called? Ghost of the Future?
Yeah.
That's cool. Lemon what?
Lemon Sundrop Dandelion, which let me say is an amazing name actually. That's not even
It's only by Charmy.
It's a very interesting thing in the Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comic books. Here's the thing. Lemon Sundrop Dandelion also stands for LSD. If you guys know what LSD is, it is a psychedelic substance which you can get high off of. This was very popular in Charmy's kingdom called the Golden Hive Colony. He had a friend named Mello who died of the substance during an overdose. The whole Chaotix team trips on acid on this story via drug-laced chili dogs. This is real. These were in the comics. Thank you, Ken Penders. You did something right.
What?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep. Charmy and his race get high.
Charmy, these edibles ain't shit. Yes. Vector, these edibles ain't
Yeah. And his friend dies of an overdose.
Of an overdose on it! Ken Penders, where is your mind when you write for Sonic? Where was it, man?
Where was?
I want to pick that brain of yours.
I've been waiting for this moment, Logan, because I'm just like, yo, you're gonna love what he says about Charmy.
Yes, drug chili dogs.
While there isn't as much to say on this as it's still relatively new and there isn't a lot of info on it, in early scripts of Sonic Forces, it was going to be revealed that Eggman made replicas of Mephiles the Dark and that he would have used them in the Eggman Empire Fortress just prior to the final boss battle. Even people who don't like Sonic 06 still like Mephiles and think he's a good villain. I obviously, as a big Sonic 06 fan, love Mephiles very much, and I would have loved to see him in Forces. Unfortunately, they don't want to touch this character sometimes, but you never know, maybe one day we'll see him in the future, but seeing as Sonic 06
this sounds up for making a
canon,
plushie of him recently.
it was a reboot, and they don't remember any of the events of that game, I understand why it was cut.
Minecraft Punch.
The character reveal trailer for Super...
Yeah.
Look, also the whole Mephiles thing, it also wouldn't make any sense since they're supposed to forget about the events of Sonic 06 anyways.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they bring it back once.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sonic punches Mario into Minecraft. It was the Steve reveal, so that's why. But it's a big meme that Sonic has such a powerful punch that he can send you to Minecraft.
Wish I could go to Minecraft.
Knack the Weasel, or Fang the Sniper, whatever you prefer to call him, has often been referred to as a weasel, when that's actually not the case. He's a jerboa. A jerboa is a small rodent that lives in Africa and Asia. It is known for its abilities to jump. Why did they change it up? Mainly for Africa and Asia.
If you saw this outside your house,
I'd be afraid.
What would you think?
I'd be very afraid, I'm not gonna lie.
This is a question to all the chat. If you saw this little piece of the night coming up to you, how would you react?
Known for its abilities to jump. Why did they change it up? Mainly for stereotyping. Weasel is often a derogatory term used at some people, mainly associated with deception and thievery. Like, you little weasel. So it really just fit his character better, even though that's not his real species. I understand why they changed it. It is a little stupid, but honestly, Knack the Jerboa just sounds kind of weird. So while we might call him Knack the Weasel or Fang the Sniper, just know he really is truly a jerboa.
It's a long-legged mouse. I mean, it is pretty much that, but it is pretty freaky.
During the early concept of Knuckles, he looked like this. No, not that one. This. There was originally going to be a licensing agreement between Sega and Nike, where there would be crossover shoes and products featuring Sonic, as well as Knuckles' character.
Knuckles is a walking ad.
As a whole, featuring the Nike swoosh on his chest. This fell through, as I believe this would have caused a lot of issues with Knuckles' character, specifically when it comes to licensing. Knuckles would always be a Nike-branded product, meaning it would be co-owned between Sega and Nike. Sega would not always be allowed to use the character of Knuckles and stuff like licensing, marketing, and merchandising. There would be way too many roadblocks that would make it overly complicated, and they wouldn't be able to make any toys or tie-ins or anything like that.
It more resembles a crescent
moon. They'd barely be able to show off
moon.
the character because of contractual agreements between them and Nike. So that's why now he has a kind of a Nike symbol, but not really. Sonic's Big Fat Adventure was an online webcomic created by Tyson Hess, who eventually went on to work on official Sonic the Hedgehog products like Sonic Mania Adventures, the Sonic Mania Intro, Team Sonic Racing Overdrive, and he even redesigned the Sonic the Hedgehog character design for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. He's without a doubt one of the most accomplished and most influential people in the community.
Talk about a career arc.
I know, going from like a little meme comic thing to that.
This is kind of sad. During Sonic and Zavic's fight, it's revealed that there are a lot of people on the Death Egg. Hostages, prisoners. But later in the game, when Classic Sonic goes to the Death Egg, he blows it up with no mention of the prisoners being saved or anything. It's presumed that they are 100% dead, and then, with later confirmation that 80% of the resistance was killed, it can be assumed that Classic Sonic murdered thousands of people aboard the Death Egg.
That's amazing!
I love that shit.
There are official Sonic the Hedgehog mandates, but it's often said in the community that they aren't real. These are just made up ideas to make Sega look bad or have somebody to point fingers to, when it is real. During the conflict between Sega, Archie, and Ken Penders, Sega put rules into place on what could be done with their characters, as Ken Penders' work in Sonic the Hedgehog comic books was very much not so what Sonic the Hedgehog is supposed to be, like the aforementioned LSD, and some other stuff we'll get into later. Some of these mandates include Sonic showing emotion, Shadow not being allowed to have friends. They're very stupid, but they are real.
Thing there.
Oh, this!
Sonic Adventure 2,
no.
it's very well
the
known
moon rotate
that
on
Eggman
its
blows
good
up the
side.
moon, or pisses on the moon. Do people still make those jokes? I don't know. You know, this is
Yeah,
kind of a
them.
big deal, and it's very easy to see as the moon is visible from our planet. And after this, there
still.
are shots of the moon in future Sonic games and shows. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's fully intact. What's going on? When Izuka was asked about this, he said, it's just rotated on another side to where you can't see it.
Even though that's not how the fucking moon
in
works.
Sonic X, there was actually a fix to this. Eggman, in an attempt to get more empowered inside of the government, fixed half of the moon. I think if they just did this in the game, there wouldn't be that big of an issue, but it is what it is. It's just a really, really dumb reason. And with that, let's move on to the next layer.
Dark Waters. Everyone got amnesia.
Conflicting backstory between 06 and Rush. Izuka answered with this statement right here. In 2006, basically what happens is that everyone had, like, amnesia. Izuka, baby, how I love you.
Amazing.
You say that the previous one was too convenient, Sasaki? That's convenient.
Yeah, everyone like amnesia.
Everyone has like amnesia. Man, that sounds like something that he literally just came up with on the spot. Like he did not think of it any more prior to that. And then when someone was like, "Why don't they remember anything?" He's just like, amnesia.
Look, can you rewind? Because I want to hear that whole thing again.
Izuka answered with this statement
right back again.
Alright.
When asked about Blaze's conflicting backstory between 06 and Rush, Izuka answered with this statement right here. In 2006, basically what happens is that everyone had, like, amnesia. Izuka, baby, how I love you.
I'm outside in an AMG.
We all know Gerald Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik's grandfather, the mad scientist who created Shadow the Hedgehog and wanted destruction upon the world. Well, when you want that, you're going to be arrested if people find out, but soon after imprisonment, the government realized that he was way too dangerous to keep alive. That means he needed to be executed, meaning they were going to kill him. But before he was executed, he left behind a tape condemning the world for their violent actions and what they did to Maria Robotnik. And also that the space colony Ark would be colliding with their planet, killing them all. It's without a doubt some of the darkest stuff that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise has ever seen, but it was a breath of fresh air and something really interesting.
I'd say that. What, Jimmy the Monobug?
This one's a bittersweet story. Polygon Jim, real name Cody Lawrence, was a member of the Sonic the Hedgehog hacking community who passed away in a car crash at just the age of 21. He was known for his Motobug hack, and according to a post on the Sonic the Hedgehog blog, the developers of Sonic Mania placed Jimmy, named after the late Polygon Jim, in the Lava Wreath Zone as part of the Heavy Rider fight. It's a really sweet tribute and is one of my favorite stories in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Around the time that Sonic Boom started, Sega started referring to the normal main franchise Sonic as Legacy Sonic. This sparked a lot of confusion and also concern because it led people to think that this was an older version of Sonic that would be phased out eventually. That was just a large fear with Boom in general, that it would overtake the main franchise. Even though Boom is done and this is very much the main Sonic now, they still sometimes refer to him as Legacy Sonic, which is very weird.
Why not Modern Sonic?
Yeah, we just go Modern Sonic.
Hi, Dual Throne. Welcome to a little watch along we're doing here. This is the Sonic Iceberg. We've been going through this. We've been slightly going down a few rabbit holes as well, such as the Sonic mandates, the Your Name Here, the Hedgehog. Just seeing what pops up, that sort of thing.
Ken Penders.
Just like Ken Penders in general.
Yeah.
If you like Sonic, it's a very cool video.
Money is not real.
Remember those Sega mandates we've been talking about? Well, they're back again. According to Ian Flynn, the concept of money does not exist in Sonic's world. This doesn't make any sense, as money has been depicted a lot in the Sonic franchise. One character's entire motive is money, even references to a functioning economy. But Evan Stanley has also touched on this, where she says that money is a thing, but they've been asked not to depict its presence or use except in the context of certain characters. This is so strange. I don't know why this is a thing. It's just Sega being Sega. It's just really contradictory and dumb because there is money that's been shown before.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just pick one.
Pick one.
Don't be like, oh, money exists, but it also doesn't.
Yes, but no, basically.
Well, yes, but actually, no.
No.
That's a mattress.
Remember very early on in this video, like an hour ago, when I was talking about Mr. Needlemouse and how I mentioned it was actually Mr. Hedgehog? Yeah, that's the case. It was just a simple mistranslation. We've been calling him Mr. Needlemouse for years, it's even been officially used, but it's always been Mr. Hedgehog, so Sonic fanbase has been wrong again.
Next gun.
Let me just say, Knack has such a weird and short history. His first appearance, if you don't know, was in Sonic Triple Trouble for the Game Gear. And in this image, early on in its development, you...
This feels like a meme format. Right here.
An actual gun pointed at Sonic.
Like you know that... You know the meme where like a dude is like staring off and there's another one of him behind him holding a gun to himself. It's just like, it's like trust no one, not even yourself. I want a version of that, but with Knack.
Logan, that's not even a pop-off gun. It's an actual gun.
I know, it's a fucking Glock. Continuing on.
You can see Knack holding up a gun, a real revolver, up to Sonic's face. This was obviously entirely removed from the game. It might not seem as weird now, but back then, in like even current Sonic, it's still kinda weird. Knack did retain his gun, being called Fang the Sniper later on, in the game Sonic the Fighters, but this time it was a pop gun with like a little cork to a wine bottle. Much more cartoonish and quirky, I guess. The naming of Robotnik and Eggman has been a long conversation and debate. Is Robotnik even his name anymore?
Okay, so my favorite part about how he has a gun is that later Sonic games would have people using actual guns with ammunition.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow, SA2, Sonic Adventure 1. Literally one of the first things you see is a police force shooting at chaos, but to find that their bullets are ineffective.
And you actually see the shells.
Yeah, you see the shells. That is a loaded arm.
Yeah.
They are using loaded arms. I'm back. My phone died in the middle of the stream. Welcome back, man. Nice to have you here. But yeah, Dual Throne, how are you doing tonight?
Much more cartoonish and quirky, I guess.
Canon.
The naming of Robotnik and Eggman has been a long conversation and debate. Is Robotnik even his name anymore? Well, when you look at Gerald and Maria Robotnik, those are official names used in the canon. Eggman is Gerald's grandson, so that means Robotnik is the true name of Dr. Eggman. His Japanese Sonic Channel bio, though, also says that his real name is
I just realized that Shadow also starts with gun violence.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Sega.
No, I just love this confusing ass franchise, don't you? At the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2,
Tails dies. Yes, I know this.
You get the good ending. At the end of the game, you'll be running around Green Hill Zone with Tails and the bright sun, enjoying the mission that you just accomplished. But if you get the bad ending, you're running alone as Sonic in the dark. He stops, looks at the sky, and sees Tails. This heavily implies that Tails dies in the bad ending of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear.
That's fucked up. I don't like that.
Right?
Why would you put that there?
To make you feel bad, Logan.
To make you feel bad. Go back and get the emeralds, I guess.
The ultimate life form isn't as ultimate as he might seem. As the bio-lizard grew, he showed many of the researcher's desired traits, including self-restoration, regeneration, and self-reproduction. However, he needed a life support system attached to him fueled by chaos drives in order to live on. He's barely able to walk and live on his own. People need to look after him. I kind of feel bad for the big guy, I'm not gonna lie.
My dude here doesn't even have real eyes. Look at them.
Ugh.
He is basically blind.
I feel bad for the big guy, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this.
Prison Island casualties.
In Sonic Adventure 2, Dr. Robotnik blows up Prison Island. Somewhat similar to the Death Egg casualties, the Prison Island casualties are a little more real. We know there were a lot of people on there as is a very highly guarded security base, but one of the only confirmed deaths was the pilot of Flying Dog, who was locked in the same room as Shadow and Rouge when Shadow Chaos controlled her out of there. A lot of lives were lost that day, unfortunately.
Oh, this. Yo.
May we never forget. Robotnik died.
Yeah, this is wild.
In the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie
remember
comics,
this.
in only issue number 50, Dr. Robotnik dies. However, sometime later in an alternate universe, there's another version of Dr. Robotnik, Robotnik, from a zone where he roboticized himself and took over his world. In this dimension, he wants to rule the Prime Zone. He dubs himself Dr. Eggman, then proceeds to take on his adventure design, hence he is technically a different version from the original Robotnik, who died in issue 50. So yes, Robotnik from the...
Right, Max said that he's gonna get some sleep for work. Night, guys. It was super fun. Yeah, we're sort of winding down here as well. This video's sort of almost done. I know that 12 minutes is still kind of long, but we're gonna watch the rest of this.
Original Archie comics is still technically dead and will be forever as that comic is canceled.
Yo, Logan, that's crazy to me. It's like, no. Dr. Robotnik died for real.
I didn't even know that. That modern Eggman in the Archie book is literally just a robot clone.
Yeah,
of
altered
Eggman.
dimension. So it's like, Robotnik actually died.
The Archie lore goes deep, dude.
I know.
One of the most popular claims in the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base is this game is Adventure 3. No, this game is Adventure 3, when none of them really are. But if there's one game that could kind of be classified as a sequel to Sonic Adventure 2, it would be Shadow the Hedgehog. Not only because it focuses on Shadow, but also events that took place in Sonic Adventure 2 directly, giving more clarification, backstory, what happened afterwards, where the characters are at. It's not Adventure 3, but it definitely is very similar to what a Sonic Adventure 3 would or could be.
I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it?
A little bit, but Dreams Collection. Wouldn't that be Heroes? Because that's literally a direct continuation of that in terms of Shadow. Because that's the first time we see Shadow after he falls to Earth. You know?
Yeah.
So I would say that I'd say that's kind of like Sonic Adventure 2.5 almost.
Yeah, that's 2.5.
Sonic Dreams Collection was a very popular Sonic the Hedgehog fan game that floated around the internet with some very weird and disgusting images. Sonic, Big, Rouge, there are a lot of characters that do a lot of weird stuff. It's hard to describe because it's very gross.
I've never
and
played this,
I'm
but I've
showing
seen
it right
it
now,
enough
so
to
if
the
you want a
point where I
better
can
look
say
at
I
it, there are
have.
a lot of YouTube videos covering it, trust me.
Where did these niggas be at when they said they doing
The ultimate life
It's
form.
often been theorized that Sonic is the ultimate life form. This is due to some people thinking that Gerald Robotnik saw the murals that depicted a hedgehog, who would grow up to be Sonic, base his ultimate life form, Shadow, off of Sonic, who is the true ultimate life form. Once again, this is just a theory, and it's been heavily proven that this is not the case. Shadow is the ultimate life form, but it's still brought up from time to time, so yeah. But with that, let's move on to the final layer.
The final layer.
The Abyss!
Eggman and Satan are surprised.
I love how it starts with this. It just flashes up on screen.
And its connection to Satan.
The Abyss connection to Satan.
Eggman and Satan are surprisingly heavily connected. In Mean Bean Machine, which is just a reskin of Puyo Puyo, Satan is the final boss of that game, but Eggman replaces him in the reskin. It doesn't end there though, as in Sonic Runners, there's a Puyo Puyo crossover event where Eggman teams up with that same Satan to cause shenanigans.
Let's read this dialogue. I'm very grateful for your help, Satan. Thanks to you, I can finally seize control of this planet, and it only costs me my soul.
So, Satan.
It only costs my human agency.
Teams up with
I
that
love
same
this,
Satan.
Logan. I love this.
This screenshot is the best thing on planet Earth.
To cause shenanigans. Every time that we see Stardust Speedway or some other locations of Sonic CD in future Sonic the Hedgehog games and media, it's always the bad future version, which makes you think, is the bad future version canon? Well, it's not factually supported or even stated. It can be heavily insinuated due to these locations constantly popping up.
Yeah.
At the end
Really weird that they would do
of
that.
Sonic 06 in Silver's story, Blaze traps Iblis inside of herself. It changes her appearance a bit and almost just ascends her to a different dimension or state of being. Kind of similar to her Burning Blaze look in Rush and other Sonic media, but it's been confirmed by Miyakawa that she uses the powers of Iblis inside of her, and while Iblis still is inside of her, she's able to tame the latter.
So, it was a still thing.
What?
Yeah.
I love this stupid series.
Oh, yo, Logan, you'll love this. You'll love
Chaos
this.
helped in Unleashed.
Towards the end of the Archie run for
Oh,
Sonic
this!
the Hedgehog, there was an Unleashed arc.
The
in
Archie?
Comics, Chaos is present during the events of Unleashed, and Rotor points out that Chaos was apparently able to keep the world's oceans from draining while the planet was split apart. Remember, Chaos isn't a horrible being. He's actually a pretty good dude. So yes, he was helping out. What a
Wow.
nice guy.
Pause. Logan, I just love that the crossover thing, like SA1 Unleashed right there.
Chaos is a real one. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Helping out. What a nice guy.
Yes, sir.
Eggman Nega is a descendant of Dr. Robotnik. Him having a family tree after him means that he eventually engaged in sexual intercourse. That is right, Eggman has laid pipe. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
It's confirmed. Dr. Eggman was... Dr. Eggman is more sexually successful than Zach. And is more sexually successful than me before I came out as asexual.
Why you gotta tag me like that, Logan?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, Heroes is SA3.
See?
Sonic fans really think every game is Adventure 3, don't they? Well, in Sonic Heroes' case, there's a little more legitimacy to it, I'd say. Mainly because this game was originally developed as Sonic Adventure 3 very on in the beginning, but eventually changed around like a couple months after it started. Like, I'm talking very early on. I'm guessing it changed because of its different tone.
Yes,
theming. It's
Dr.
just an
Eggman got
entirely different
laid.
game that does not take place in that universe at all.
Very
When I
much
say
so.
Universe, I do mean that it's like canonically in the same universe, but it's just not the same tone. The characters kind of allude to past situations instead of directly involving themselves in it. It's not a direct continuation like Shadow is. But yeah, Sonic Heroes is not Sonic Adventure 3, but it was going to be at one point in development.
Mario's what?
Alright, Sonic fans, we all know the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games games. We played them as a kid, they were always a sleepover staple, but we all knew we were a little pissed off that Mario's name went at the front. When asked about why Mario's name was placed at the front of the Olympics titles, former Nintendo of America executive Perrin Kaplan stated that it was because of Mario's sex appeal.
You know what I think when I look at Nintendo? Porn.
Porn.
And not just any porn. Fat, greasy Italian porn.
I quote, here's the bottom line. He's Italian. He's really sexy, and he can get more women than Sonic. Yes, this
Greasy
is
Italian porn,
very
yes.
strange, and it's also not true.
Oh wait.
A very popular fan theory
Look,
said-
pause it. Honestly, with the Mario and Sonic thing, I'm just like, really? I just thought because it rolled off the tongue easier.
But this also happened.
Yeah.
For Sonic Forces, it looks like.
Uh-huh.
So not true.
Have you ever been to a Hooters?
No.
A very popular fan theory is that
neither have I.
Mephiles is the Time Eater. According to Eggman, it's able to erase space and time, which is basically the same power as Solaris/Mephiles. Because of this, a lot of people do think it's a remnant or a subspecies of Mephiles. But when Time Eater is introduced in Generations, Eggman explains that he met Time Eater after the events of Sonic Colors. It was the cause of the giant explosion that took place at Eggman's Interstellar Amusement Park.
I love how
understand they have a
circular
somewhat
classic
similar color
Eggman
theme
is.
with, like, purple and black, but it looks way more like a Violet Void than it does Mephiles.
It's more like
which would make
Ball
more
Man.
sense as this
Okay.
took place after Colors, where there were Violet Voids. I don't really support this theory, I don't think it's true, but I think Ian Flynn or somebody did say that they think it could be real. You never know, we'll see. It seems like Sega wants to bring Mephiles back, but they're too scared to. You never know. Maybe in the future.
Oh no, this.
Sega's
Mhm.
just scared to give us Mephiles.
Yeah, Logan, back to Ken Penders again.
This is the part right here.
Yeah, we talked about before.
This is the part where
that we've
it
been
actually
alluding
gets
to.
crazy.
We're alluding to.
Oh boy, here we go again. As we mentioned, Ken Penders in this whole Archie situation was really weird, and one of the weirdest things was Sally's virginity. Sega is usually very lenient with the Archie comics, and they told them, like, oh, do whatever you want. That's why there was such weird stuff like this. But one of the times they stepped in and said, no, do not do that, was when Ken Penders wanted to tell the story of how Sally lost her virginity to Joffrey. It's technically canon in the Archie comics, as in it happened just off screen, which is still really, really weird and creepy. I would say it's not a fitting tone for the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, but with the Archie comics, that was something that could very well happen inside of those. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think Sonic should be involved in sex or anything like that, and I'm very glad that they canned it, because like what I said, it's creepy.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
It's really weird to have that in a
Remember
kid's
Sonic
property.
Extreme that I talked about earlier,
Officially.
like the normal way you spell it, and how it's very easy to see that Sega might have stolen the concept for Sonic Riders from this game. Well, yeah, hoverboards, the trick system, and it coming out in a very short amount of time after this was pitched. I'm sure Riders is better than whatever this game would have turned out to be, but still, it's kind of scummy.
A little bit.
Speaking of Sonic Extreme,
Extreme
there was
Mobile.
also a pitch for a GBA release of Sonic Extreme. Not much is known about this one, specifically when it comes to details. The other Sonic
That looks
Extreme has
extreme.
footage of it. This one just has this singular image.
Some animals are more extreme than others.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's never going to be released, it never got released, obviously. But honestly, a Sonic racing game on the GBA might have been fun. I'd like to see what that would have looked like. Too bad Sega stole the idea for Sonic Riders for themselves.
Sneezing.
Oh, yeah.
A concept from Sonic's early development that actually kind of made its way into the actual franchise itself was sneezing. Sonic would have the sixth sense that if danger is nearby, he would sneeze. Obviously, this didn't last for much longer, but there were sprites that were not used, and also the Sonic CD intro showed him sneezing when there was danger above. Other media like manga and this thing right here, I'm not sure what this is, show him sneezing near danger in this badnik right here. I think it's actually kind of a cute idea, but also I think it might have gotten a little old. You know, if Sonic was sneezing whenever he sensed danger all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine having that like as a little quirk. I would hate that.
Yeah, because...
Anytime I would sense danger or feel stress, I just sneeze.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Hate that.
There was a point where a lot of Sonic
Yeah, I'm
the
sorry, I
Hedgehog
don't
media
mean to
had like,
spread
change up their
sickness, I
design
just
of
feel
Sonic.
like there's
Video
danger
games,
about.
cartoons, and yes, comic books had to turn into the modern design at some point. So when the Archie Sonic comics decided to make that change in issue 71, Sonic undergoes a massive physical change, warping him closer to his SA1 model, and Sally points out how radical and awesome Sonic looks with his green eyes and shoe buckles, but like, how did he get those shoes? The only thing we can really say is that he grew them.
They are.
Only a little under a year ago, there was a lot of
They're glued to his
controversy
feet.
going around about Sonic Mania. One of the people who worked on Sonic Mania Stealth started up a Kickstarter for a new game, and people were wondering why he was having financial struggles or wasn't able to just do the game himself without a Kickstarter. This is because he's not making money off of Sonic Mania. It was contract work. He got paid for what he worked on. There are no royalties, he doesn't get a cut of game sales, and a lot of people were upset by this, but he signed the contract, and it's not a normal thing that people get paid after the product product is out. Tom Holland isn't getting paid a percentage of what Spider-Man makes, unless you work that into your contract, which they did not. There's nothing weird or wrong with what was done with Sonic Mania. It's completely normal contract work. It's normal. I think it blew up just because some people don't understand how the real world or business works. Sega is not in the wrong whatsoever. This was all legally right. You can still play Sonic Mania and enjoy it, don't worry.
Yeah.
During
That being
the Sonic
said,
Forces Twitter takeover,
Yes, so I can
Infinite
pause it.
sends a
You can pause
file-
it anytime.
that being said, devs should unionize.
During
Yeah.
a Sonic Forces Twitter takeover, Infinite sends a file of Sonato art, which is classified as yaoi, a form of Japanese hetero-erotic art. It's being used to make Sonic's life more difficult or make him feel a certain type of way, so that is weaponized yaoi.
Ah, weaponized yaoi.
Isn't that just revenge porn in the Sonic universe?
Redo the healer.
No. Unleash his SA3.
Early on in the development of
Stop.
Sonic Unleashed, it was going to be called Sonic Adventure 3. Iizuka always has wanted Adventure 3 to be an evolution of the Sonic the Hedgehog gameplay style and formula, and Unleashed is the definition of that. But that's what he wanted, and it was almost there. In Japan, it's actually called Sonic World Adventure, as it is an adventure across the world. But they changed it as the new name is a bit more fitting if you think about it. I think if the game had some shifting around, so just taking out the Werehog and maybe putting in Knuckles and changing up some story elements and putting in new things to tie up more with the first two games, I think it could have been Sonic Adventure 3, but it isn't, and I am happy with the final product after all. But with that, we're officially done with our iceberg. Hey everybody.
Yeah, we're
It's over.
done.
Man.
The iceberg is done. I've done it. It's over an hour
Wow.
long, as you were able to tell.
Look
Probably
at-
by
look
first
at
clicking
this
on it
set.
and contemplating if you really want to put yourself through this. I am just so happy it's done, and I just want to say thank you all so much for watching it. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. That would really mean a lot
I will
to
do
me.
that. I will at least like, because this was a very fun time.
Yeah, we went down a bunch of rabbit holes.
God, that was a whole thing, wasn't
I was not expecting to be here until 1:30 in the morning.
it? No, I wasn't either, but you know what? We need to finish this up. Thank you to
Yeah.
everyone that hung out with us this evening. Okay, so
Before-
what's the weirdest moment you had in this? Definitely the bees getting high off of chili dogs.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest moment, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the worst moment.
Hey, Logan, I added you on Discord.
I know. I see it.
Say-
Don't worry about that. I see it.
Say the line, Ryuji.
For real?
Press the button.
I knew you would.
Thank you to everyone that hung out with us tonight. This has been a great time. It's always nice to sort of do these more low-key streams. Where I get probably with a friend or with myself and we watch YouTube stuff. Maybe we'll do that more often. I think that might be kind of fun.
I only hope we don't get copyright claims by by people showing like cartoon footage of Sonic. That's my only hope.
Yeah, I know. I will say, Sasaki, the fact that they got high on chili dogs is funny.
Yeah.
It is funny, the context of it, as well as it just happening in Sonic in general.
I think the funniest thing to me is about Blaze. Is about Blaze's software. It's just like Izuku being like, so they have like amnesia.
They have like amnesia. Shit, man, I don't know. They have like amnesia or something.
Or something.
I don't really care, man.
Izuku, we love you.
Okay, so I need to go to sleep. I'm going to probably
'Cause, yeah,
get a little
class tomorrow.
snack and go to sleep. Yeah, I do, but thankfully I don't have to really be anywhere until like 1:30. So I'm fine. But I need to sleep nonetheless. So yeah. I'll be back on Saturday actually. I'll have a little poll up on my Twitter to sort of figure out what we'll do. But yeah, I'll be back then because I need to work on finals and whatever else I need to work on for college this week. But yeah,
Before you go,
what?
Logan. Before you go, do you want to rate someone?
We don't really have an audience to raid with right now, fortunately. But who is raiding? That's the fun thing. I don't really have that sizable of an audience. Hold on.
But it's fun to read.
Yeah, it is.
There's all the people. Wow, that's a lot of people streaming right now.
Yep. Who do you want to raid, Zach?
You know who I want to raid.
What's Saving the Bees?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do them.
Yeah.
Okay. See you guys on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Night, guys.
Good night.